I'm trying to touch the states this time. 2021. Yeah, show him I can still rap though.
Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting.
I'ma go all the way up. They keep on calling my phone. They catching on to the buzz. I got it out of.
Salute.
Okay.
Bro, what's up with these damn
Do good, do great, and they talk bad.
God damn. Everybody get started, y'all. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Salute, man. Salutes to everybody coming in the building, man. This is a different type of stream, you know. Salutes to everybody over on Twitch. Salutes to PG Gang. Salutes to Oopsie. Salutes to Marvin. Salutes to Quint in the building. Salutes to Jazzy. I see y'all. What's going on? Hey, salutes to everybody who coming through on Twitch. I'm gonna start, you know, I'm basically doing multi-streaming now, man. So you'll be seeing me more so live on Twitch, even more, and same for YouTube. From the aspect of, I would just go live on YouTube with this technically, but I was like, you know, why not go live on Twitch with it? You feel me? And tonight, while more than likely, my plan is to stream tonight some gameplay, you know, play some Call of Duty and stuff. While I'll be twitching more than likely on that, I will be streaming on this channel as well with Bullet RC. However, I think when it comes to like the game stuff, I'm not gonna keep the lives up on there. It'll probably go to my Too Wild Gaming channel or something like that. So just stay tuned for that. But we will be going live again tonight. So I'm gonna be definitely just like multi-streaming and taking full advantage of everything in the building. And last time I was doing that, it was like Jazzy, you were talking and stuff. I was like, it was delayed, but now it seems like everything is working. Seems like everything is working. I can see it now. I hope everything's been good with that, Quint, as well. Are you not on Kick? No, I'm not on Kick. Kick gonna have to drop me some bread to make me make that move, man, unfortunately. But it is what it is. But salutes to everybody over on YouTube. 636 Tay in the building, Marvin in the building, Young One Up. Salutes to Chunks Kicks as well. Dope in the building. Salutes to everybody coming through. Now, y'all might be kind of unfamiliar with this This guy iDubbbz. I don't know if anybody in the chat knows who iDubbbz is, but if you are, feel free to let me know down below in the comment section. Especially with YouTube recently and this in general, the content I've been seeing, from people like Zaya and stuff. Salutes. I gotta get those things fixed right there. I don't know why it's still doing that damn dumbass sound. Salutes to Thomas in the building for the Thomas Langston the first in the building with the subscribing from Twitch. 1 tier subscription. I appreciate that, brother. How you doing, Thomas? First time here? Or not first time. Let me see. It says subscribe for 1 month. I appreciate you though. If you're new to YouTube, or not new to YouTube, but you might have heard the guy by the name of iDubbbz. He's been around for a very, very long time. What's going on, Too Cool Chris? My gaming tag is Tony D Too Wild. Puppet Master J Fan was good, man. iDubbbz, if you guys, salute to everybody, a lot of ETC affiliates, Section 8 affiliates, a lot of people that may know about like people like from IP2 and stuff, right? They go crazy, they do crazy stuff. Well, before that, really, in like 2017-ish, 16, 17-ish, it's a guy by the name of iDubbbz who, it was hit iDubbbz, Leafy is here, H3, they were making a lot of, I would say they like to call it edgy content. They would drop the N word and say the drop the N and F word combined. iDubbbz's favorite word was, I'll say it another type of way, Higa maggot, but not that way. It'd be other way to, he would say crazy words and, say like, it's the N word is nothing. You shouldn't get mad. And, it's just a word and this and that. So he would do like a lot of stuff and like a lot of, if you haven't seen any of the Content Cops, he's the creator of the Content Cop. He done one on, did one on Leafy, done one on Keemstar, done one on H3, done one on Rice Gum. He's done a lot. He has done a lot. Smoking that pipe, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, he's created a name for himself as well. What's going on, Mike? Salutes. So here we go. They flying in now. Salutes to everybody coming through on YouTube, coming in late. Salutes to Ron's of the Altigo. Satire comment. I mean, it was called edgy though. It was edgy. That was the term. However, with that all being said, I haven't even watched this video to know what the full thing is. But apparently everybody on YouTube, for the most part, has been stating that he is apologizing or apologized in this video. So I was like, you know what? Let's actually react to this content and push the content moving forward and just get back into this live motion of myself. This is stuff I would normally act to. This is the content I used to, I would say I grew up on YouTube watching in a way. Not grew up as a kid. I was an adult, but I mean, he definitely was pushing the boundaries and I mean, some of the content I actually liked, but with cancel culture and everything changing, I want to hear what he has to say. 1.3 million views one day. Let's just look at iDubbbz's channel real quick.
What?
I mean, every video was hitting 1 million views except for, this one. Most popular. Full Force? I don't even remember what this is. Wait. Did he take down the Content Cops? He took down the Content Cops. Wow. Did he take them down? Okay, no, wait. Re-upload it. Wow. And they're saying he got content copped. Okay, let's dive into this video, bro, because I need to know what the hell's going on.
While I felt
what's going on, everybody. Salute to everybody coming in, man. Get a seat, hit the like button on your way in. Feel free to become a member over on YouTube. It's up in Adam in full effect. Memberships is open. Also, if you want to donate, Stream Labs, you can hit the super chat. But I would appreciate that donation link down below in the description as well. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Premium, enhanced bitrate.
While I felt like if I changed my content over time,
By the way, this is called I Miss the Old iDubbbz. And if you're watching the playback, I'm not gonna just like play it through. We're gonna react to it. So don't be commenting, bruh, why don't you just let the video play? That's not what this is. If you want to watch the video unedited, unmessed up, bruh, go watch it on his channel, bro. All right?
for a while,
Salute to Bundy's. Let's get it.
I felt like if I changed my content over time, that people would see that as a reflection of who I am and what I value. But I'm starting to realize that that is a very weak and passive way to, run my channel and live my life. So I think it's, if I'm going to have the balls to go to Tana's fan meetup and say slurs at her and then make a video about how it's okay to say slurs, I think I should have the balls to make an apology video and take accountability for the mistakes I've made. So that's what this video is. I've realized that I need to be crystal clear about what I believe, so there's no room for ambiguity. I am responsible for creating a lot of hurtful and damaging content on this channel, and I've also created a culture of apathy and, I don't know, a lot of like cruelty as well. Like, some of the videos I've made have been very not edgy. I don't think they some of these videos were edgy. I think they were just outright cruel. So I don't want people to get it confused.
This man out here is he's saying it's not edgy, he's saying it's cruel. Wow. Damn.
About where I stand. I have made some cruel, hurtful content, and I need to acknowledge that, and I'm really sorry that it's taken me this long to acknowledge it. The content I'm talking about specifically are content cop videos and videos where I was just generally criticizing people for very lackluster reasons, and obviously didn't have any accountability online whatsoever on my end. I was morally grandstanding and acting as if I am any better than any of these people that I was making content cop videos on, and I'm not. I'm a human. I'm a real human.
Is it me or this nigga's nostrils? Like one nostril's bigger than the other. Like from this view, like looking at it, the right one is big as fuck and the left one is like small.
Who makes
Y'all see it?
mistakes, and I make a
It's shit. Like maybe did he break his nose in that boxing match?
different set of mistakes than the people I was making videos on, but it doesn't matter. I don't think anyone deserves that level of cruelty or hate. It's also indoctrinated a lot of people into thinking that this is an okay way to behave, and it's not. It's super irresponsible and shitty. I am very insecure about my ability to create interesting content or like entertain. It's gotten better over the years, but it's something that I have struggled with constantly. And it's one of the reasons why I, kept making this hurtful content. I ended up pivoting it into other things because I felt bad about it, like innately. But it's still something that I struggle with, and I don't want you to interpret that as an excuse, but I hope that that is relatable to other creators who...
This reminds me a lot of the IP2 like the Ice Poseidon thing. Ice Poseidon made videos, messing with people, doing all sorts of trolling, and created a culture in a way of trollers, to the point where crazy stuff started happening, and it seemed as if he wanted to eventually separate himself from those people, which then created an IP2 or Ice Poseidon 2 group of people and culture. It seems as if this is what iDubbbz is kind of trying to separate himself from, I guess. He even said that he created some sort of, I think he said the word culture, or he said something like group of audience or something. But I mean, if you guys don't know, hopefully you got to see some of the Maybe I don't even know. Like I said, I don't even know if I want to play some of these content cops on YouTube for the fact I don't know. Well, like they're still up, so it is what it is. Maybe we can react to some of them. I don't know, but it seems like he's regretting this because of everything it's called. I don't know. It's yeah.
Maybe struggle with the same thing. I'm not confident in my ability to entertain, and I think if I had to rely on my personality to entertain people, that I wouldn't have any amount of success, and
Damn.
that is really hard to come to terms with. I was being very bigoted in a lot of my videos, and I justified it because, you know, I didn't think it was too serious, and I thought that people were going to see that I had good intentions, you know, but that's so silly, you know. Casual racism is still racism. Casual bigotry is still bigotry. And, you know, I said a lot of things that I look back at and I cringe now, and I'm like, that is an awful thing to say. It doesn't matter what my intentions are. Like, if I'm hurting people, I'm hurting people. And, you know, who the fuck knows what my intentions are? Like, sarcasm and like jokiness and jokey tone only goes so far, especially over the internet. Even in real life, that's like an impossible thing to know with 100% certainty. I've just always had this dumb philosophy that I'm not responsible for, you know, my audience and how they behave beyond what content I put out, and that's stupid. And it's led to a lot of hate and a lot of bad outcomes. And I just want to make it clear that I am absolutely responsible for my audience. And, you know, I guess if you want...
Ron's other alter ego, is this like sound like an Ice Poseidon thing? Like, does this sound the same kind of? You got a good like thoughts on this, and you probably know a little bit about. I mean, you know YouTube pretty well. Ron, you might know about Ice Poseidon more than me. Does this sound like the same situation going on?
You know, look out for people who are red flags. It's definitely people who had my mentality that say, I'm not responsible for what my audience does. I know that this apology isn't enough. I've clearly done a lot of damage. You know, these videos have been up for a long time and have accumulated millions of views. I shouldn't be able to just make an apology video and walk away from it. This is something that I should live the rest of my life with, and I expect to. I've profited off of this bigoted content for years,
Yeah.
and I've made a successful career out of it, and that's not right. I think that this is only a step in the right direction, and I know that a lot more needs to be done to even approach a life that I would think would be like...
Seems like he wants to make other type of content instead of the content cop. The content cop is what got him popping, and he wants to make other content now, and he knows he can't make that other content because he's done the content cops in the past that's been pretty much criticizing people for what they've done, and he knows now that if he makes content either similar or what he actually likes to do, he's going to be criticized for everything he's always criticized people. When you built an audience and built your content around criticism, you're going to have to expect criticism back, because at the end of the day, you know, you can just have a channel that's only built off criticizing someone. At the end of the day, it starts to make you look like as if you know the answers to everything or you're perfect to everything, which is going to lead to when you start doing other things outside of reacting to other people's content, that you're going to now be the face of being criticized. It's easy to, like, if you are a criticizer channel that just talks about what this other person is doing wrong all the time, that's all you ever do, you're always pointing out what they've done wrong, you almost build up a persona that you're not doing nothing wrong. Rest in peace to the man himself, because no problem whatsoever. But like a Kevin Samuels, you know, he built his platform off of just, you know, holding women accountable, holding men accountable, criticizing them, not saying it was always bad, but that was a perception that was always given to me with Kevin Samuels. Like I wasn't a big Kevin Samuels fan to even know, because he might have done this, but I had said one time in the past, like, bro, Kevin Samuels always telling people what they're doing wrong, but like, you know, is he the model that everybody should be going to be after? Is he the valuable man or whatever? And like, I always question that, because It's like if you're someone who's always, if you're gonna be someone who's constantly criticizing, you gotta sometimes humble or make yourself look human. Don't make it seem like you're always the one that has all the answers or know everything. Because eventually, when you start trying to branch out and do other things, you're gonna get criticized right back for all the criticism you give into other people. And I feel like that's where he's at now. Like, he wants to do other stuff, but he know he can't. And I feel like his audience is not gonna let him, because the audience wants they want the old iDubbbz. They want the criticism, the bigotry, and all that. He don't want to do that no more. Maybe because he wants to move on. Some of y'all in the chat saying he got a damn gun to his head. Who knows?
Acceptable. I am running ads on this video, and any revenue generated from this video, I'm going to match and donate to an organization.
Quint said tripping. I mean, yeah, Trippin does. He's built a lot of criticism too, you know, and you know, I feel like Trippin, and I haven't seen his content lately, but yeah, I mean, the day Trippin starts doing his own stuff where he's not reacting to people, there are gonna be people that's gonna pinpoint and pick at every single thing he does, because it's easy, like I said, to sit in the back and do it's easy to like create content in hindsight. So watching something and then formulating an opinion and then making a video off of it. That's so easy to do. And if we had the chance to go back and do things, we could do things differently if we had the chance. So it's easy to even ourselves looking back at what we did and being like, oh, you did this wrong, you did this wrong, do this wrong. But in the moment, it ain't always doing stuff in the moment, doing stuff, you know, putting stuff out there. Yeah, it's definitely it's a whole different ball game. Even being live, like right now, I could say something that I could regret tomorrow, but I can't take it away at this point.
Organization that, you know, would have been particularly affected by the type of rhetoric that I've been spewing on this channel. And again, this isn't the end of what I'm doing. This is just the start. I don't feel like a lot of this content.
What did he say though? He said something about what he said what you gonna do with the money?
Organization that, you know, would have been particularly affected by the type of rhetoric that I've been spewing on this channel. And again, this isn't the end of what I'm doing. This is just the start. I don't feel like a lot of this content represents me as a person, at least not anymore. There was a time where it probably perfectly represented me because I was a nasty, apathetic, insecure person. Now that I don't feel like it represents me and I want to distance myself from it and keep it from, you know, indoctrinating more people, I'd like to unlist the videos so that people, you know, can access them still for whatever, you know, purposes they might want to do that for. But it's not being proliferated on the website. I feel like that's the best solution, at least for the time being. And for anyone who liked those videos, I want this video to be an example and a lesson for you. You know, you can like content, but you can also think that it's irresponsible and it's hurting other people. So just tap into that part of your brain that's saying like, oh, okay, it's probably not that important that this video stays online, because truthfully, I've seen it, I've experienced the content, but it's done a lot of damage. We can just let it go. I'm sorry to everyone that I made content cop videos on. I still don't like the majority of you, and that's fine, but I can recognize that you did not deserve the hate and harassment that I sent your way. I particularly want to apologize to Tana. Tana, I'm sorry. I should have never made that video. I harassed Tana in person and then harassed her online, and that's deplorable behavior. It's so stupid. I'm also sorry to all the black viewers and minority groups who had to put up with that video and put up with, you know, the phrases. I said either it's all okay or none of it's okay. And that's just so dangerous and stupid. I have made content that I'm proud of over the years. It hasn't been as consistent as maybe I'd like it.
Let me show y'all real quick the part of meeting Tana.
Going on a road trip. We're going to get see Tana Mongeau at the Tana Mongeau concert in San Francisco. She tweeted some really nice things at me. Road trip! Just a quick little pit stop, just so we're in fighting. Can I get one of these in large?
So Tana came out, and I think they was some old videos of her back before she kind of blew up, of her saying the N-word or something, and iDubbbz goes to one of her meet and greets in one of his content cop videos and goes to her actual like meet and greet, gets a t-shirt signed, and gets in line, and he's, you know,
little whipped cream fluff frosting.
This girl's gonna take a picture because this camera's in for the future.
Say nigger.
Fucking nigger. You know you're stupid nigger, right?
Tana, where are you going? You're wearing a picture.
Oh my god.
She ran off. I don't know what the deal is.
What the hell?
Why is she running off? We're getting kicked out apparently. I just wanted a picture. I'm VIP though. No, like, get out. I'm VIP.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry I laughed a little bit. I mean, yeah, that's definitely uncomfortable, but that's what who he's apologizing.
You're breaking my heart. I just wanted to see Tana. I just wanted her to sign my pink Tana shirt. Fuck.
So, yeah, that's what he's referring to when he says he wants to apologize to her.
To have been, but, you know, there is a lot of content that I think had a net positive on the world, and, you know, I'm going to strive to continue on that trend. But again, I'm absolutely going to continue to make mistakes, but I want the mistakes to be a lot smaller and a lot less serious. I also want to give some clarity to the post-fight speech that I gave. I mean, it wasn't a speech. It was a phrase. I was like,
you know, I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I really do appreciate the support, and you know, thank you for coming.
That was addressing the people over the years that I neglected and I left behind. You know, the people whose feelings didn't take into consideration. Those are the people who I was addressing as, I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Anyone who thinks that I should be shouting the N-word from the rooftops, I don't want to be your cup of tea. Now I want to talk about events and situations that have happened over the past 5 years of my life that have led me to the place I'm at now. One year I was at a convention and a bunch of fans were, you know, wanting pictures, and this particular fan came up to me and said, I know you probably don't like transgender people, but can I, you know, get a picture? That smacked me in the face. I was like, oh, holy shit. Why would you think that? But I mean, it was fairly obvious. I was being cruel, hateful, bigoted, and being very uncaring about people's feelings. That is a very fair assessment to make. I was giving this person bad vibes, and I think I've given a lot of people extremely bad vibes. Another event that was very important for me to experience was I went on a boxing podcast. I was basically like trying to walk back my Tana content cop. You know, I was still very like insecure and uncomfortable with the fact that I made that video, and but I was still coping. You'll see me struggle in this clip to, you know, say that it was wrong.
So I just wanted to let you talk on that, right? Because obviously using the N-word is definitely frowned upon by a lot of people, especially by a non-African American, but I was just curious.
That was a very weird video because I wanted to like criticize her for her like sort of flagrant use of it. I've been pretty flagrant about it too, not in the same way. Mm-hmm. I thought there was a message to be shared there, and I don't think it was particularly. It was okay in criticizing her, but I think I probably wasn't the person to deliver the message, if that makes sense. There was a message that I was trying to put out there, and like I'm not really the person to put out that message. I don't regret making the video. I think, you know, there's bits and pieces to take from it that I think are valuable, but you know, I probably wouldn't make it these days. I'm very grateful to those guys and how they broached the subject.
Salute to Dolo in the building, man.
You know, it didn't put me on the defensive.
30,
it just made
35
me realize,
months.
like,
Salutes.
I'm stupid.
Appreciate you, Dolo.
I'm stupid, and I really need to, like, acknowledge these things. Like, what am I doing? I'm still trying to make excuses for myself and, like, you know, why I made that video. It's like, it was a dumb idea. I harassed someone. I was saying slurs, and I was trying to justify it all. A very big thing that has sort of altered my view on all of this is just the amount of hate and harassment my wife, Anissa, has received over the years. She's had to deal with it from...
That might be what this is all about. Apparently his wife was like OnlyFans or some shit, doing feet pics and all that. Salutes to Dolo, salutes to Andrew, salutes to Sorty. Yeah, I think his wife does like OnlyFans feet pictures or some shit.
The beginning of our relationship, and I have done a horrible job at acknowledging her and her feelings for it. A lot of the time I just thought that was her problem, or that was, you know, other people's problem. Like, it's not my problem that you're getting hate and harassment. And it's like, no, it absolutely is. You know, that's the culture that I cultivated, and I, you know, didn't do anything to change that. You know, over the years it's changed a little bit, but, you know, I don't think I've still fully acknowledged how...
Hey, salutes, Andrew. We don't have the gassed up right now. We got the...
responsible I am for the amount of harassment that Anissa has had to deal with. And this year I decided to speak more candidly and be more open about who I am as a person, and to speak on my life a little bit more. And I did that on Anthony Padilla's podcast. These are the people that I'm attracting. These are the people that I'm entertaining. Like, I need to reevaluate things. They're relating and enjoying this content for a reason, and that's not maybe the same reason that I'm trying to make. I had a very Wild West mentality when it came to online behavior. Like, people are going to do what they want to do. People are going to say what they want to say. And I can pretty much do the same because it's the internet. But I think you have to be a lot more responsible. If you guys are at all interested in how I've arrived here, that video gives, you know, a good bit of context and talks about some of my life a little bit. There is a clip from this interview that's been floating around the internet, and it's me calling my fans antisocial and basement dwellers, and I was like, I didn't like, you know, interacting with my fans. I just want to be clear, like, that was my realization. I think a lot of people are like, of course that happened, is because you were creating that culture and you were attracting those people. And it's like, yes, I know. I know now. I didn't know before. It was my realization upon, you know, meeting more and more fans that I was like, oh shit, you guys are struggling. It was easy for me to identify them struggling when they were outside of my body. But the antisocial basement dwelling incel that was inside here, I couldn't acknowledge that. I couldn't recognize that. So I needed the mirror to be held up to me. In closing, I want to say that I have always thought that I was an empathetic person, because I thought, well, I get angry, I get sad, of course I...
This seems like IP2 all over again, man. Yo, Andrew salutes, man, with he said he traded up his Silverado for the 4-door Rubicon on wheels and tire. You got the Gladiator or the Jeep? Which kind of Rubicon?
I got empathy. Seems easy, right? Empathy. I definitely have that. There were moments where like a dog would die in a film and I'd cry. So it's like, of course I have empathy. But I never did. I think only in these past couple of years have I gained the ability, empathy. And I'm very ashamed to admit that. It sounds really pathetic to say at the age of 32 I've acquired empathy. But I have, and I've realized it because I just like can't help myself but like feel for other people's pain and suffering now. I'm still not perfect. I think that is, my empathy meter's only maybe like a quarter of the way filled up potentially, but it's at least there. And I just want you guys to know that...
Forgive me, yes, the Gladiator or the Wrangler, my bad. Both are Jeeps.
You can unlock ability, empathy, if you experience more life. It might take you getting hurt a little bit, but it's worth it. It is so worth it. So thank you for watching, everyone. I do want to create more regular content, and I don't want to just have the next 5 videos be apologies. So I have uploaded a squirrel video on my second channel if you want to watch that. I guess as one final thing, I just want to thank everyone who's given me the space and the compassion to grow as a person, because it's taken longer than it probably should have. I appreciate everyone, and I think most importantly, I appreciate my wife, Anissa. She has been insanely compassionate and helpful and patient in allowing me to grow over the years, and has legitimately encouraged me to be a better person, and not a better person in just like the iDubbbz becoming woke kind of way. She was the one who said that I should try this boxing thing. I would have never done that on my own because I was insecure and I was pathetic. I did this, and I am so glad I did. It's been amazing. So, Anissa, I love you. You're amazing. Right now you're streaming. But bon voyage. Toodles.
So since then, there's been a lot of responses to this video. I want to look at one in particular because this guy.
What?
This the penguin guy. Leafy's reacted as well. So Brandon, do you accept his apology? Do you accept this man's apology? This man got the mullet and all. I don't know what to make of this, Now, I mean, it's been years since these content cops have came, and people do change and people do grow. So kind of curious what you guys got to say. I'm kind of curious to hear other people. Unfortunately, before I even myself can make a honest thought, because like I feel like people are I've kind of strayed away from that side of YouTube. I remember the days Drama Alert was like dropping every day. It was always something to talk about. YouTube was fun back then. Since then, it's just changed to a different type of atmosphere in a way. Let me see what this guy has to say.
Full or damaging, and a whole.
We're gonna put him on the. I'm gonna leave links to both of these videos down below. I'm gonna put this on like.
Yesterday, iDubbbz posted a YouTube video that's become extremely divisive. I haven't seen people this divided on a singular topic since the red and blue dress debate. The video he posted was basically an apology for the content he made in the past, apologizing for it being hurtful.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
A whole myriad of other things that he wanted to come forward with, and talking about how he's changed as a person, and thus his content will be changing. He goes over like insecurities of his past, and overall, he just invites the audience into the back of the kitchen to see how the sausage is made and meet the chef. And for a lot of people, they didn't want to meet the chef. He's being very open and honest about his feelings on his older self and now his current mentality, how he feels better and healthier and doesn't like what he did in the past and didn't like who he used to be. So it's a whole apology video for all of that. He releases more feelings in this video than Pandora's box, and I kind of want to go over this whole situation because I have a lot of thoughts on the topic, not only as it pertains to iDubbbz in particular, but just in the general creator space. There's a few things that I want to talk about here.
For a while, I felt like
moist. It's moist. Okay. Yeah. Y'all don't mind. We're gonna skip through. Like I guess I want to hear his thoughts. I guess, and we'll go from there. Forgive me. I would have just played this, but I wanted to give my honest thoughts and reactions as well. But now I want to hear what other people have to say.
If I change my content over time, that people would see that as a reflection of who I am and what I value. But I'm starting to realize that that is a very weak and passive way to, run my channel and live my life.
I'm sorry to immediately come in here with the Phoenix Wright objection, but I completely disagree with the sentiment that it's weak or passive to change your content and expect people to see that as a reflection of yourself. That's pretty much the optimal way of handling any kind of situation in which you're not comfortable with either your audience or the content you've been making. By changing the content over time, you're changing the audience over time as well, obviously, right? The people that subscribe for your previous catalog of content might not stick around for the stuff you start creating when it goes in a different direction, and that's a totally fine thing. I don't think there's anything weak.
I definitely agree. I mean, Andrew, first of all, if I don't follow iDubbbz, don't be watching how he moves. Can't worry about how another motherfucker moves depending on my household. I definitely agree. I mean, nor do I. It is more so for the sake of content that I want to hear about it. But Charlie's a Florida man, probably the most un-Florida man of all, but he's pretty good. Yeah, he definitely is. He definitely is good.
About just making different content and growing individually without having to come forward and share that growth with your audience. At the end of the day, your subscribers aren't your friends. You don't know them and they don't know you. That's the brass tacks of it. Sorry to blast the cold water in your face first thing in the morning. You don't owe them an explanation for why you're changing your content. You're welcome to tell them. I think that's totally within your right to do, but I really disagree that it's weak if you don't explain why you're changing your content. You can just make different stuff and go in that direction where you're happier without ever really needing to come forward and like really lecture on why.
I think I should have the balls to make it.
I agree. I agree that the weak part, you know, me myself though, I like to, and it's become an issue in my channel. I like to try to tell people like, yo, man, I'm gonna be going live more on Twitch, or yo, guys, I'm gonna be doing this and doing that. And a lot of times, Brandon will tell you, man, I don't follow through. It's been one of my biggest pet peeves. And one of the things I have learned though, and I'm trying my best more and more, is to stop at least announcing those things you're doing and just do them. Because once you start announcing it over and over and over and you're not changing it, you're gonna definitely start. People are gonna definitely start calling you out for it. But also, people are just gonna stop taking your word for it. A lot of the audience, like you said, are not your friends, and not to say in a bad way. I love all the people that support me and who watch me as well. But they watch me for me. You know, they don't watch me for they watch me for what I'm doing and not necessarily what I'm trying to do. So it's like you just gotta do you, and people who rock with you are gonna rock with you. You feel me?
An apology video and take accountability for the mistakes I made. So that's what this video is. I am responsible for creating a lot of hurtful and damaging content on this channel, and I've also created a
Yes, thank you, Quinn. You can call me out. I definitely suck at that. And hopefully I can do better. You know, I'll just go live, and then, you know, if I don't go live for a week, like, don't say I'm coming back better than ever. Just hey, take a break, and if I want to come back, come back. Nobody's holding me to the fire except for myself. And if I keep holding myself to the fire publicly, then people are gonna hold me to the fire. But if I don't say shit and just go live when I want to go live and take a break when I want to take a break, I mean, nobody's gonna complain. Everybody's there. Everybody understands. I guess the whole announcement and talking parts like this is more so to try to pump the audience up and let them know it's stuff to look forward to. But yeah, at this point, I feel like it's like you can definitely doing too much of it. You can definitely disappoint your viewers. You feel me?
culture of apathy and, I don't know, a lot of like cruelty as well. Like, you know, some of the videos I've made have been very not edgy. I don't think
exactly, Andrew. Exactly.
Edgy. I think they were just outright cruel.
It sucks to hear that this is how he thinks about his old content and his old self. It's always a very difficult realization when you look back on, you know, the you of a few years ago, disappointed. Like, I used to be 5'6", and I still am, but it sucks to realize that I was then too and have been for a long time. Point is, he wasn't happy with the content he made of the person he was, and now he's trying to apologize for the videos he made. And I, once again, have to completely disagree with the way he looks at it. I feel like his perspective on it is very warped by the way the internet has evolved over the years. The way he talks about this content makes it sound like he used to fucking murder puppies for these videos, which it was never that extreme. I very much would consider it edgy. It was 2016 edginess in all of its glory.
Yeah.
That was entirely the brand. And for its time, it lived peacefully. You know, all four nations, water, earth, fire, air, lived together in harmony with all this edginess going on. Now, obviously, times have changed.
And I was just talking about that about Zaya with that on the today actually. I was saying, like, bro, like, I get it too. Like, what's cool today or okay today is not necessarily, like, things are gonna change, and even the shit we say now is just gonna be possibly bad or overbearing or stupid in 10 years from now. I was just talking to Zaya about it, like, bro, smoking cigarettes were you had to be 18. Now it's 21. You know, people are in years are gonna look at, you know, an 18-year-old smoking a cigarette. Like, now it's illegal. You feel me? Like, back then it wasn't illegal. Like, things change. The type of content we watched, the type of comedy that was out back then. I mean, people used to make jokes about gay people, like, really bad, and black people or white people. Like, all the stuff was, like, nowadays would be called horrible. You know, there was tweets that I tweeted before that I saw that were super cringy, but back then it was normal. You know, like, that's just life. And even now, like, who knows, I could be looking back now at this video like, bro, look how I was looking, man. Look how I had my room set up, or it just, you know. So I don't think it's what's the saying, like, don't apologize for something that back then at that time you felt fully confident about. You know, at least in this aspect. I mean, if the dude was like you said, killing people or something, I get it. But the edginess, even the dropping the N-bomb, like, it was definitely, like, you can apologize for, because his thought process on that was definitely, I did not agree with it back then or now. But, you know, you can apologize for some of that, but, you know, the cringiness, the edginess, the clowning and roasting, I mean, some of that stuff, it's not that serious.
Then he has changed.
I think some of it was actually good, you know?
He's gotten older. He's in his 30s now. In your 30s, it's not exactly entertaining to just be spamming slurs for shock humor. I don't find that entertaining, and he doesn't either. So it's totally fine to want to distance yourself from making content like that. But I don't think it was a mistake that he made those videos. Like, they're not hurtful, nor do I really think they're damaging. Now, you could make an argument that they were hurtful to the people they...
Well, Jazzy, that's what I'm saying. Dropping the N-bomb, never. I'm not going to say if he feels bad about that, that's fine. I agree with that. But him roasting a Rice Gum for making fun, because Rice Gum was making fun of kids and making fun of stuff. So him roasting Rice Gum for doing that, I mean, he feels bad now. Like, you know, the Tana thing, saying "say higger," you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a troll. Him saying the N-word was bad as well, but he the only reason why he said it in that instance was because she was saying it back, like she had got caught saying it. Now, him though coming out later and doing videos saying, hey man, nothing's wrong with saying that word. Y'all need to get out your mind. Black people, y'all need to get out your mind. Like all that, like telling people how they should feel. Like, no, I don't agree with that. You know, I don't agree that he should, like he said even before, he shouldn't have been the one. Like, he's not the one that should be delivering that message. Now, the actual trolling of Tana, I mean, unless, you know, I don't think she had PTSD and all that, but you know, to each his own on that.
They were about, like the content cop on Tana or Leafy or any of that. You could say, like, you know, he hurt their feelings or sent harassment their way, which may have been a mental burden on them, and you could feel bad about that, I suppose. But at the end of the day, I don't think the goal of his content was ever to be hurtful or damaging. He was just trying to entertain and using edginess as shock humor, which for its time was acceptable online. Now, whether or not you think that's okay that it was ever acceptable, that's a different argument for a different day. But the point is, the point of his content wasn't to be hateful or hurtful. He really was just trying to entertain. At least that's how I and the majority of people viewed it. So I just don't think the apology is really warranted. You can explain, like, I just don't like making that content anymore, so I won't. And be like, hey, I even regret making that content because it's kind of cringe now. That's all fine. But to think that it is this huge, massive problem, like you made an unforgivable mistake, is a little weird to me.
So I don't want people to, you know, get it confused about, you know, where I stand. I have made some cruel, hurtful content, and I need to acknowledge that, and I'm really sorry that it's taken me this long to acknowledge it. The content I'm talking about specifically are content cop videos and videos where I was just generally criticizing people for very lackluster reasons, and you know, obviously didn't have any accountability online whatsoever on my end.
You shouldn't have to apologize for criticizing someone or something. Voicing your opinion on a subject is a totally natural thing to do. I get criticized, I criticize others, people criticize movies, games, music, all of that. And to try and vilify the idea of criticism being evil, I think is a little dangerous because you just create these echo chambers and no one ever really grows from that. I think it's totally fine if you regret the way you criticize things, the way you approach the subjects, if you regret how you handled it, that's okay. However, I wouldn't necessarily say that you were picking apart people for lackluster things. You seem to really look back negatively on all of the content cops, but whether you like it or not, you did make good points and good arguments against people who did deserve criticism. I feel like the main pain point of those...
Yeah, I think the main thing here is that, like Moy said, he was definitely doing good criticism. It just probably was the messenger himself that's the issue. The person that's making the criticism, even though you might not be worth or respected to make that type of criticism, you weren't the right one to necessarily say it. Like, it's like a reseller telling people that they're wrong for selling shoes or something. Like, you're telling people not to drop the N-bomb, but you're constantly dropping the N-bomb. That's the part that I don't necessarily agree with. But like him going at Keemstar on certain things, him going at Tana on certain things, the specifics in those videos, they were in my opinion some good points made, but made by the individual like him, it just didn't make no sense.
Those videos he used to make is the slurs in them. Like, his catchphrase was 2 slurs strung together, right? Like, that's not exactly something to be super proud of. I get that. But
2 slurs are the Higa and maggot.
go back and say like all of it's shit, all of it's, you know, bad and cruel, I think is going way overboard, because it's not. I don't think any of it was cruel. I don't think the criticism was unwarranted, but it's fine to just regret the way you handled it to a certain extent without saying all the content was damaging or cruel or bad.
I was morally grandstanding and acting as if I'm any better than any of these people that I was making content cop videos on, and I'm not. I'm a human. I'm a real human who makes mistakes, and, you know, I make a different set of mistakes than the people I was making videos on, but it doesn't matter. I don't think anyone deserves that level of cruelty or hate. It's also indoctrinated a lot of people into thinking that this is an okay...
Brandon, do you feel like this is cruelty? Do you feel like his content was cruelty?
...way to behave, and it's not.
I feel like there's a chance he may have been hit by a Men in Black neuralizer and had his memories rewritten of what that content actually was, because I never got the impression from those videos that he was morally grandstanding or that he was trying to pitch himself as superior to them morally. He never really tried to make himself seem like he was better than them. In fact, he would multiple times point out like his problems as well, and even give them advice on how they could have attacked him better in response, giving them ammo if they wanted to use against him. It all seemed very self-aware, not from like a moral grandstanding perspective, but just you were...
Now, take his word. I kind of took it the other way. I kind of took it like he was trying to... And maybe I took it wrong. You know, he could be right, I could be right. It doesn't really matter. But I did earlier state that I felt like he kind of was, the way it was perceived as if like he was doing, like he was the perfect individual, or the things that he was not perfect at, he downplayed them. You know, so like him saying the N word, and then him going at Tana about it was bad, but yet he said it, and it was like, well, the N word is not a bad word, and this is a word, and this and that, and so I feel like. I just feel like there was some double standards in my opinion. Contradiction and double standards.
Lending criticism in a goofy way to entertain your audience as well as provide legitimate points for why these people are doing bad things or have done bad things. For example, making a content comp on Leafy and bullying him the same way he'd bully the people in his videos, right? Like that's not exactly the most...
And exactly. Him bullying Leafy was... I don't see that being cruel whatsoever, because Leafy was cruel. If you call him doing Leafy cruel, then I mean, Leafy was cruel too then. Shit, but Leafy wasn't dropping no N-words. Salutes to Quint. As long as he knows what he did wrong and actually accountable and learn from it, then it's fine. But if he goes against his own words, I lose respect. Yeah, nah. I mean, definitely. If he turns around, I doubt he will. I mean, at this age, I just doubt like that type of content doesn't. That type, like that's why I said like, is that the reason why he's even making this? Because that type of content is not gonna like. That type of content doesn't necessarily work on YouTube. Like. That edgy N-word and all that junk, that stuff so like 2017, 18, 16 and all that. The edgy content now is like the Aiden Rosses, like talking about, you know, put it in my butt, or like the gay, the homophobic type of statements that like Aiden does, or yo, you know, give me that dick, or all that weird stuff. Like that's the type of stuff now that is like, I guess, the edgy stuff nowadays. It's kind of like changed.
Cruel thing in the world. It's just making a point and making that point entertaining to your audience.
I am very insecure about my ability to create...
Arthur, no one's ever called me out in person, at least for saying the N-word. Never in my life. It isn't until like recently online that's ever been even a thing. So that's why like nowadays it's kind of confusing when people even say like, you know, salutes to Ron. I know he's trolling, but like half breed or you're white, and I never experienced that ever in my life in the South, in real life. Because if I did, I would have been stopped it if it was an issue for people. But I've never, ever, like, until recently in online, has that ever been a thing. Ever. So that's why it's just, you know, I just take it as a troll at the end of the day. But to answer your question, yeah, that's, you know.
Interesting content or, like, entertain. It's gotten better over the years, but it's something that I have struggled
Hit the like
with
button, hit the like button, hit the like
it's
button.
One of the reasons why I kept making this hurtful content. You to interpret that as an excuse, but I hope that that is relatable to other creators who maybe struggle with the same thing.
Now, this subject right here is something that extends beyond the iDubbbz situation. It's the insecurity, especially with a creator who's found a lot of success with one branch of content, that fearfulness to try other things because you don't know how to be perceived and you're a little worried about your ability to even deliver something that's not the norm that your audience is used to.
Yeah.
That's a very honest look into that mentality, and you see it all the time on the platform with people that have found success in one niche and they never leave it. And that's because there's always that fear that if you do, you'll lose your audience or you'll just not be good at it. So most people live in the exact same style of content forever. And that's how I was for like the first 8 or 9 years of this channel, doing nothing but gameplay and commentary videos, spouting the word nipple and titty and cum as much as I possibly could within the first 2 minutes and throughout the rest of the video. But eventually, you do take a risk, and you try other things, and I always think that's the most fulfilling thing a creator can do, which is branch out from their niche. At least to try it, you know, dip your toes in the deep end of that pool and give it a whirl.
I was being very bigoted in a lot of my videos, and I justified it because...
That's what I said, though. I feel like he's trying to change his content right now, and he needed to make this video in order to explain to people that when they see this new content, he had to make this video because he wants to do other content. And once he started doing that other content, he knew that people were going to go at him. You know, same thing happened with Ice Poseidon. Like, people were just going crazy at him when he was no longer doing the content that they were used to him doing. And, you know, he had to separate himself. It seems like the same exact almost thing in a way.
You know, I didn't think it was too serious. And I thought that people were going to see that I had good intentions, you know, but that's so silly. You know, casual racism is still racism. Casual bigotry is still bigotry. And, you know, I said a lot of things that I look back at and I cringe now, and I'm like, that is an awful thing to say.
This I completely understand. That is totally normal to look back on that and cringe, right? In your 30s and really any age over 16, you're not exactly going to be getting a hearty ho 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 belly laugh just hearing a bunch of slurs being spammed. Real life isn't Call of Duty lobbies. I don't think many people in the real world are going to be like laughing and fist pumping hearing you just shout slurs as comedy.
Hey, that's why the pee popping on the handstand back at it like a crack addict kind of slowed down. The alligator nut sacks and chimpanzee ball sacks on the sneaker reviews, you know, I gotta chill out. I mean, not say chill out, but I mean, you know, I'm older now, you know. It doesn't get as many laughs. Maybe it does here and there, but I mean, you know, I definitely can see, you know, like that.
So that makes sense to look back on that and cringe. However, none of your videos came from a place of hate. At least I don't think so. I don't think you were ever a racist or a bigot or anything like that. You used those words for shock humor. That was the whole goal, the edgy shock humor of using those words. And you made it pretty clear that that was kind of your drive. And he does mention it in this video with the it's either all okay or none of it's okay mentality. But I really think most people were able to recognize that the things he was saying weren't coming from a place of legitimate hate. Now, you can of course still say that it's unacceptable that he was using slurs for shock humor and punchlines in his videos for the jokes. That's a totally fair perspective to have. But it's still, I think, a little ridiculous to make it seem like it was this big of a deal that it warranted a whole apology video in which he makes it seem like he'll never truly find forgiveness and he'll never forgive himself for it, for saying the slurs in the videos and making the content he did. Because again, like, he's talking about it like he's a fucking reformed racist, like he was actually a racist and now he's not, when I don't think that was the case. He was an edgelord, and that's it. I feel like this whole video could have just been summed up very easily like, hey guys, it was fucking 2016. I was edgy, and now I think it's cringy, so I don't want to do that anymore, and we're closing the book. That, you know, we're shutting that chapter down, putting the kibosh on it. Now we're doing some other stuff. And that would have been a totally fine explanation. A lot of people would have been disappointed, of course, in his audience that liked that content. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't feel like a prisoner to your audience. You should make what makes you happiest to create. Like, I don't think you should have felt obligated to make this video. Like, I don't think this situation was so damaging that it warranted this kind of, like, fucking presidential press conference here over it and apologizing for the content you made back then.
I got a link. I put a StreamYard link if y'all want to hop in and chop it up about this. You know, feel free to hit it. I'm going to be bringing some of y'all up in a few.
You know, I don't think like you ruined lives because you made Content Cop. I don't think you made an entire generation of racists and bigots because you use slurs for shock humor. I think that's a very bastardized perspective of how people digest content online. Now, I have no doubt that his audience did cultivate some weirdo losers that probably were real racists somewhere in there that didn't really care about his message and just liked...
Jazzy said, I'm sorry, but the slurs don't apply to you. Then who are you to tell someone they should... if they should apologize or not? Are you talking to Moist about him saying that, like, they're not a bigot, or is that who you're referring to?
That he was saying the N-word. I have no doubt that that existed in his community. But I don't think that was his goal, and there's always going to be weirdo losers. Of course, you can do your best to mitigate those people from feeling welcome in your community, but that all starts with just changing the content over time. Again, that's not a weak thing to do. That is not a weak or passive approach. The vilifying of your own audience and your previous content, I don't think is the right way of even looking at the content you used to make, or the audience that you had. Of course, there were bad actors in there, but not everyone was. And to make them feel like they were if they liked your content is a little weird, and I don't think that's the goal of this video by any means, but it does come across that way. Like, you weren't a bad person if you were laughing at his content cops or anything like that. And I don't think he was a bad person for making those content cops in the first place.
I shouldn't be able to just make an apology video and walk away from it. This is something that I should live the rest of my life with, and I expect to. I've profited off of this bigoted content for years, and I've made a successful career out of it, and that's not right. I think that this is only a step in the right direction, and I know that a lot more needs to be done to even approach a life that I would think would be like acceptable.
You don't deserve to be fucking publicly flogged with tomatoes thrown at you for the rest of your life and skinned alive because you made edgy videos in 2016, man. It's just not that big of a deal. It feels horrible hearing this from him, knowing that it weighs so heavily on his mind that he made these videos, so he feels like he's a real piece of shit for doing it. You just made edgy YouTube videos. You didn't ruin anybody's life. You didn't create, a fucking army of racists and bigots. The content itself isn't bigoted content either. You used edgy shock humor. And I don't think that makes you a bigot that you're going to have to atone for those sins for the rest of your life over.
I am running ads on this video, and any revenue generated from this video I'm going to match and donate to an organization that would have been particularly affected by the type of rhetoric that I've been spewing on this channel. And again, this isn't the end of what I'm doing. This is just the start.
You'll get no complaints from me here. I'm always on the side of helping people, so anything charitable, I'm always for. Though I don't think it was necessary or anything, I still think that's a nice gesture regardless. But he uses the word rhetoric here.
Hold on a second. Arthur?
Yo, what's up, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing, man? I heard you've been on the run lately.
Yeah, it's all good, brother. It's all good. Good evening. Yo, quick question, man. So the little time that I've known you, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. You really don't tiptoe around politics for obvious reasons, but at least from my perspective, I think you're more like towards the right, but not really the right side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's say tomorrow you get called out for some stupid thing, right?
Yeah.
Would you put out a video, oh, I'm sorry for what I did, I apologize, or would you just stick to your guns, no pun intended? Well, what would you do?
Well, I like to at least call myself independent, but I do see stuff from the right and from the left, as I gotten older too, like I'm not just like free everything, but at the same time I am like for society at the same time. So I got a little bit mixture of both. But it depends. I would say it definitely depends on. It depends on what it is. If someone came at me and said, "Man, Tony, this video of you going at Kobe, talking about people shouldn't sell Kobe Bryant shit," or I don't know. It just depends on what it is. Like if I know I was wrong, then I'll speak on it. But if I believe I was not wrong in the situation, then I would stick to my guns. And I mean, either way, I probably still would address it. But like, would I make a video on like Tony D2 Wild and make an apology like that? I don't think I would.
No, right? Yeah, I really don't see you that type of person. I think you're more like you're probably live in the moment, and then you'll talk about it like a minute or two and be like, yeah, I was stupid. I was younger. It is what it is.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I don't really have anything off the top of my head that I could like look at and be like, oh shit, if that ever comes out, like I'm gonna have to make an apology. Like there's nothing like on my head like that. And like I stated, if it was something and it got blown up like crazy and people want answers and I was wrong, like I don't have an issue. I don't ever have a problem apologizing and just saying, oh, my bad, and keeping it moving. But I'm not gonna apologize for something that I probably did in the past that I believed in. And at the time, like for instance, there was some stuff that had happened in like with Kais and then like with Danny Moore saying N-words in their tweets and stuff, right? Like I mean, it's different with me and my race, but like if that happened, like someone brought that up, I would be like, it definitely was. I would say like, hey man, like I apologize if I affected anyone back then, and that's just how people used to talk, and it was normal, but I don't talk like that now, and but I apologize, and that's about it. Like I wouldn't like, I don't think I even like something like that. I would just make a whole video talking about it, because some people, a lot of times people don't like, people are not even paying attention to that shit. All you're doing is adding fuel to the fire for people to then be like, oh wait, he said that? Like let me jump and grab my pitchfork and go at it.
Yeah, exactly. You're just making it worse on yourself.
Yeah. Salutes to Ease the Crave in the building, man. You want to say anything to him?
Just salutes.
Oh, hold on. You know that guy?
Oh my God. Yo, Tony, last thing before I go.
Yeah.
I think, straight up, bro, I think it's mad cool that you're always, you stick to what you believe in as far as like the NRA, the gun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even that's a good topic. I wouldn't regret that though.
No, it's dumb too, but I think the other day you were saying about, I think his name is the guy, the basketball player. I'm sorry, his name.
John Morant.
Yeah, like obviously you're for, the arms.
Right, the bare arms.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to be responsible with it. You're not freaking playing with the thing in the car. Like, nah, like, yeah, he's not breaking the law, but the whole point of having a gun, you have to be responsible. So,
yeah.
Salutes to you for always being responsible. And, yeah, my man, good luck with the family, brother.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Have a good night, man.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
What's up, Ron?
Aren't they talking about responsibility and apologies? Is that what just happened here?
I guess so, man. I mean, does he have the right to, like, look back and maybe he has some things he want to apologize about? Maybe he want to do something different. You feel me?
That's my thing. How the fuck he got the? How is he speaking out on apologies, right? And people moving on, and he don't do none of that shit himself.
Okay.
He don't grow. He don't apologize.
Ooh, that
asked
pussy
that.
popping on a handstand.
Trees Kaka Roach just donated. Arthur, nobody cares. Go ask Zaya's chat what they think of you. Oh, you can't. Hold on, I gotta get my lady talking real quick too. I need to make sure she's talking. Go ahead, Ron, talk to me.
I'm saying, bro, he's talking about responsibilities, being accountable, saying sorry. Meanwhile, he don't display none of those characteristics at all. At all.
Okay.
It's bugged out to me, bro.
Hello,
It's
my
bugged
name is
out to me.
Ravina.
Well, what's your thoughts on this whole thing? Like Ron, are you very well? Let's finish this. Let's finish this. It's only it's only 4 minutes left. Let me know. Can you hear this, Ron? Let me know.
And that again makes it sound like these videos were coming
like really good, like clear,
crystal.
Okay, cool.
From like a legitimate racist, which I don't think they were. I really don't. At least I don't want to believe that iDubbbz used to be a racist and he was using that to try and, propel his beliefs forward. He really it seems like he was really just using these words as shock humor, which is cringy, sure, very cringy, and that is absolutely fine to point out. But it doesn't strike me as something that was genuinely ruining people's lives hearing that kind of shit. It's just kind of like an eye-rolling thing to look back on now, like, ugh, that's fucking lame. And that's really it. I just don't think it goes too much deeper than that. Like I said, I have no doubt there really were some dangerous weirdos that did hold dangerous beliefs in his community, but I don't think he made them. I think they were there when they found his content to begin with, and they stuck around because they just liked hearing the edgy words spoken out loud. That's it. I don't think he made them. He wasn't the Frankenstein to their monster. Now, I don't want to just keep dissecting every single piece of the video here. I want to kind of branch this out into a broader talking point about when a creator starts to resent the audience and community they've fostered. Because that's fundamentally what's happened here. iDubbbz has grown up now. He doesn't like what he made when he was young.
I don't know if you're like up to date, Zaya, but this is like an IP2 situation, an Ice Poseidon situation. But
he's actually speaking about IP2 when he's saying that the people were already there. They just started following him and they started like clipping him and
yeah.
That's what he's talking. He's talking about the IP2 here, man.
Younger, and he doesn't like the audience that he made along the way, along the journey. He mentions a couple of times in the videos like some of these eureka moments where he's like, man, this is really fucking frustrating the people that are in my audience. Well, he doesn't blatantly say that, but he tells a couple anecdotes about, going to conventions and meeting fans and it being kind of like this mirror held up to him that he didn't like the reflection of. And that's a very interesting and unfortunately pretty common thing to have happen online, where someone spends a long time building their brand and building their audience. And as they grow, they start to really resent the audience that they have. And usually this comes in one of two forms, where you have someone like Darkside Phil. I've used him as an example before, but he has an audience that he doesn't seem to really like, but he needs them because they pay his bills. So he has to constantly keep doing the same things in order to keep the lights on. And I imagine he feels trapped by his viewers because he has to keep doing this song and dance in order to get the money from them, but doesn't like what he's doing. And it also happens to other creators as well who spend a long time building their identity online, but they don't like what they're doing and they don't like the people that are watching them. So then they try and make some kind of change and then get eaten alive by their community, which only further reinforces their disdain for them, which leads to a really toxic community where everyone's at each other's throats. There's countless examples of that. Point is, that experience online is all too common. And when it does happen, a creator's left with a choice. They either just suck it up and keep making the shit that they clap for, even though it doesn't make them happy and they don't like the audience that's clapping for them, or they try and change the content and grow a different kind of audience, which is always the scarier option. That's always the more uncertain one, because maybe no one likes it, and now you've lost that audience you built up, and now your career's in jeopardy. You might not be able to keep the lights on by doing this career anymore, because now you've alienated them, gone in a different direction, and it hasn't worked out. So the majority of creators in this position just kind of suck it up, rub some dirt in it, and just keep doing the same shit over and over, even if it makes them miserable. And that's why you'll see a lot of creators burn out. So I'll always respect the creators that choose the harder path here of pivoting and changing their content, doing what makes them happier, even if it means taking that huge risk of losing the audience you've built up over time. Even though I disagree with iDubbbz's perspective on his older content being damaging or dangerous or indoctrinating, I still do respect that he didn't like what he was doing, so now he's doing something that he likes more. Even though it is coming at the risk of losing his audience, he'll find happiness in the content that he makes going forward, and maybe he's happier with the new audience that he potentially cultivates through all of it. So, but anyway, just kind of wanted to talk about this whole situation. That's about it. So, yeah.
All right. What's your thoughts on that, Ron?
So Froggy Fresh went on his Twitter and posted...
All right, Ron, what you think about that?
I think Moist Critical is being a little blind, willingly blind to certain things.
And Ron, let me ask you this too, though. this whole iDubbbz as a content creator himself, are you very well on, like, know what's going on? Are you kind of know?
I know about iDubbbz back from the Leafy is here, the Keemstar,
Okay.
H3.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. Cool.
Yeah, he was, like you said, like almost 10 years ago, he was putting in that work. You feel me?
Yeah. So
there was the PewDiePie side of YouTube, and then there was the drama side. That's where I used to go to get my fuck shit, bro.
Bro, it was good times though, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, it was good
Hell
times.
yeah.
It was constant stuff going on. Pyrocynical. I don't even know if that mother.
Oh man.
Pyrocynical.
He hasn't uploaded in probably like 2 years or a year.
Holy crap.
What's
up? Yeah, right.
Damn. You
2
took
months
it back,
ago.
boy.
Yeah, 2 months ago. So yeah, go ahead. Why you think it's crowded and all that? You said?
I'm someone.
Nah, I think he's coming from like a convoluted place, bro. He's being woefully ignorant to certain things. You know, he's a creator himself, so he's gonna have some type of bias there.
To protect
You know,
to
Yeah.
protect the creator.
Yeah, you know, creator first mentality, you know?
Yeah.
However, there are things that do snowball. You know what I'm saying? Like, iDubbbz knew who he was pandering to. He knew the audience he was pandering to. You know? But it's all good when the money's coming in. Now that the policies change, he trying to pivot. But to me, I still feel like he's trolling, talking about he's uploading squirrel videos and shit.
Yeah, I want to see what the fuck that is. Matter of fact, this fucking what the fuck is this squirrel video? I'm just gonna skim through it. I need to know what the fuck is this. What the fuck is he talking about?
Yo, he's wildin'. He's wild.
Oh no, he said on IP2. Yeah. Finding all 289 squirrel species on the planet.
Man. Bruh. This has to be a troll, bro.
Fine with rollerblading. As cool as I always thought it was was always considered gay, so I never wanted to do it because
the fuck?
With tail. So they're like pretty small. They're not big. We're not going to read too much more about these guys, but the general idea.
All right, we're out. Its coat is beautiful. We ran into a.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just looking at squirrels.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, did he jump?
Yeah. You know what also it is? I'm wondering, like, not being funny, but like maybe he's thinking about getting a kid or some shit. And maybe the kid, he's worried about his like kid getting trolled. Not being funny, you know what I'm saying?
Too late for that.
Yeah,
though.
but I'm
Too
like
late for
he's
that.
like that kid's. Oh my God, the man of the hour is finally here. I mean, came and blessed the channel finally. And he's not, going back in time and like trying to get caught up. He's just jumping straight in on the live.
Come on,
jumping
man.
straight in on the live. Man, oh my.
Actually, I did get caught up. I watched this from the beginning.
Oh, okay. Are you familiar with this guy, Isaiah?
Nah, not at all.
But did you see everything? Is that screaming Ice Poseidon, IP2-ish type of ordeals with you?
There was a few things that you said that, generated thought. One of them was, the content was all good to make back then. All of a sudden now, you're apologizing. Is it really empathy that you have, or are your pockets affected? Are you really trying to transition over to other content, and all of a sudden now an apology is supposed to just fix everything? An apology is not supposed to be accepted. You're supposed to give the apology because you genuinely feel bad. Whether people accept it or not, that's not the point of an apology. Your apology is your acknowledgement that you have done something wrong.
Uh-huh.
Right? So is his shit like, is it a sincere apology? Quite frankly, is it a sincere apology or is it up?
Yeah, or also the
because at this point, are you scared that, motherfuckers is on your bumper?
Come on, man.
Because I'll show you what your killer look like, bro.
Oh, God.
Come on, man.
Here, he's
Come
starting
on.
it.
Fuck out of here, man.
It seems like what you're saying, it's the statement that we've said before. A lot of people say it. I'm not apologizing necessarily just to you, but I'm apologizing for myself to feel good about it. And you're saying you think he's apologizing to make someone else feel good, but he himself don't give a fuck. It's just to make everybody else feel good.
I'm just saying, if you transition over to content, like how you were saying in the beginning, that you might be transitioning over into content that now pretty much makes you look like a two-face on the content that you already did. You know what I'm saying? At least, what the fuck? This nigga died?
He gone.
He
No,
died,
I'm
bro.
still here.
I'm
I'm still here.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if the apology. Nobody really knows if the apology is genuine, right?
It's counterfeit. It's counterfeit.
Only he would know that, and that's gonna have to be something that he kind of lives with. Is it a genuine apology? Do you really mean it, or are you just saying it because there's another plan that's about to come into effect, and you need to be able to apologize to transition into that?
The MCN that Tony was talking about yesterday, the whole MCN shit, right? Creators get a cut of the pie based off of how sponsor worthy their content is, right? If it's super G rated and they get in millions of views, they're gonna get a bigger cut of that damn check that's coming in. You know what I mean?
Man, fuck that check. I ain't changing for them kids, man. Fuck them kids, bro. I'm gonna do me. You feel me?
Yeah.
And
come on.
Listen, salute to all them fucking fake ass content creators, not fake ass content creators, but content creators that make fake content. All right. You're the one that eventually burns out and says, man, but I don't really like doing this shit. Because you're not really into the fuck shit. You're not really into the fuck shit, bro. It's a facade that you're putting on to get a check.
So based upon that, do you feel like he was always into it or he wasn't always into it?
Well, I don't know this person.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know about this person. I'm
into it, bro.
I'm listening to what you guys are telling me, and I'm just guessing.
So what did
Again,
you think
I don't know
about
him like
what did you think about the say higger?
Say the clip, they took that in, bro. You know the shit that
I was gonna say that comes from IP2, but it don't even come from IP2. It comes from him, and IP2 adopted it.
Well, it comes from IP2 in the sense of that a lot of his viewership is IP2 viewers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that wave of people, it was a way bigger.
Yeah.
Listen, at one point in time, I thought IP2 was cool as well, and you come to find out it ain't, bro.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of and I say this respectfully, as respectful as I can be, but IP2 is just a bunch of pussy motherfuckers that would never say what they say on the keyboard in person.
Yeah.
They hide behind the IP2 to me represents the generation of even the gamers that be like, man, fuck you, motherfucker. And you're not letting your skills show anything. You just on there talking shit.
Jazzy said he's fucking with his wife's money. I mean,
man.
I mean, his wife is on the OnlyFans showing the feet pictures, so who knows? It could possibly be that,
Well, then listen. Matter of fact, take that into account. Let's say that his wife's money is being affected, right? That means that the apology is not genuine, bro.
It's not real. It's counterfeit.
Not real. You're just doing it because you're under pressure. You're not doing it because you really feel a certain type of way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I just looked at that squirrel video, and that shit kind of looks. I don't know. I don't know. What
forged. It looks like a forgery, bro.
Yeah. I mean, damn. We got the dog. What you eating on, man? Some wings.
I finally got some Chinese food, man.
That ain't Chinese food in Florida, man.
You got a whole bunch of brown on the tip of the top. Can you just break it all off?
What?
The top, that meat right there on the top of the bone.
What about it?
You got to get that grizzle off, man.
That gristle?
We need bone.
That gristle ain't going nowhere. That shit is made with contact cement. That ain't going nowhere.
Any statements yourself about
contact cement, bro?
That's them counterfeit wings. That's them counterfeit wings,
do
bro.
you,
Counterfeit wings.
Bro. God damn.
Did you see hold on, let me make sure this my lady's talking too.
Ooh, that pussy popping on a handstand.
Hold on.
Arthur, nobody cares.
Okay.
Go ask Jaya's chat what they think. Oh, you can't.
Yeah, well, speaking of that donation, your boy Arthur came up here and talked a little bit, and Arthur was up here.
Oh,
you don't know who he is? My bad.
Yo, Zaya, how you feel being on?
It's not necessarily my boy.
Oh, well, yeah, he came up here and how do you feel like his statements?
What was his statement?
I mean, he was basically saying like,
that was Arthur before? Because I was listening to it on the 1.5.
That was
so
Arthur. Yeah, he was saying like, would I come and apologize and
accountability? Arthur's talking about accountability, bro.
What?
Pay attention. Pay attention.
Yeah, so Ron didn't like that because
that just goes to show you the beautiful part about the internet is that a person could get up, they could give an opinion on something and literally turn around and go do something contradicting, and there's no accountability for it whatsoever. So Arthur could come up here and say all that fly shit and make it sound all good, but then turns around and does some scumbag shit that totally goes against everything he said up here. Guess what? Nobody's going to hold him accountable. He ain't going to get timed out. That's the beauty of the internet. So you kind of got to take people's shit with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey Arthur, how you doing?
Yo, so real quick, and Ron, I'm just gonna ask you, please. I'll be quiet if you have to speak.
Don't ask me shit, nigga.
I'll be quiet if you have to
My fault.
speak.
Don't ask me anything, nigga.
This is Tony's channel, so things are run differently here. Zaya, what's up, brother? I've always wondered, how do you say English in English, buen provecho, but I think you know what I mean. So yesterday, right before I got kicked out the call, I was like, hold on, right before you kicked me out. And
I'm saying, you talking about the topic?
No, I'm just talking about yesterday.
When does he ever talk about
you gotta
the
move
topic,
on, bro. You gotta move on, bro. You gotta move on.
No, I will. It's just the thing is that I sent the jersey over, so.
Yeah, shit, nigga. I'll send it right back to you when it gets here.
No, there's no mailing address on it. I was gonna say, it's a
There's
long.
no mailing address on something that's more than 13 ounces heavy? Impossible.
Anyway.
That's impossible.
All right. Did you send me what you were supposed to send me? Yes or no?
Yeah. Well, originally what I had showed you was mine. I was just busting balls, and then
you busted
I got
balls
clapped
all the way out the fucking Section 8, bro. Good job.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Other than that,
you always knew what you was doing. It wasn't like motherfuckers was picking on you. You always knew what you was doing. You was trolling. You was fucking with people, and it just is what it is. Your trolling came to an well, it didn't come to an end. It just came to an end in that specific space. But you're more than welcome to continue trolling people and stuff like that. Had you handled it a little differently, then there might have not been a bounty on your head. But once I saw that the jersey wasn't what it was, I wasn't going to continue entertaining, especially since. And I believe you said this to me prior, that when you troll, I get all sensitive. And quite frankly, I trolled you a little bit and you vanished.
So initially why I had left was because I said I'm going to take a detox, right? And then a couple people in the stream, in the chat, including Ron, they were like, nah, watch him come back tomorrow. And then I wasn't back the next day. They were like, well, nah, watch him come back Sunday. And then I wasn't back Sunday. They're like, nah, he'll be back Monday. And then
that's not what you said in Glock Boys chat. In Glock Boys chat, you said you left because you got kicked out. Yep. You left because, so which one is it? Is it because you say you was going to detox, or is it because Section 8 kicked you out? Which one is it, bro?
Ron,
because I got the screenshots.
Ron, let me speak, brother, with all due respect. So I wanted to prove them wrong, right, initially. But then everybody else was like, nah, like, fuck him, I'm like, all right, salutes, whatever. The thing is, though, with JFam, I did contact him about the bet. It's in, I don't know, because to me, when I got DMs on my Discord, I wasn't aware about it. Like, it's so weird, Discord, the way when you get DMs. So I had sent JFam a couple of DMs. He never got back to me, but he'll see the dates. He'll see the dates. They're way before yesterday's date.
Okay.
But my point is, I do want to thank you, brother. From the bottom of my heart, TBH, dude. I have never laughed online so hard when I got kicked out. And I was so happy when I was gonna eat the wings with you, and then motherfuckers kicked me out, dude. That stream to me, golden, brother. Other than that, my man, I'll still be watching, man. I'll still be watching.
Hold on, is the day before March 11th, 2022? I mean, 2023? Is it before March 11th? Oh, okay. I'm shouting out a date right now. So if the date that the DM you sent JFam isn't before March 11th, 2023, then you out of pocket. You lying once again.
I just said I sent it to him before yesterday.
Well, March 11th is when you were claiming that you had already spoken to him. And then he jumped in the chat, and that's when you switched to the MAGA hat account because he was hunting you down.
Do you have proof that I am that guy? I don't understand. Am I him? Am I Slid? Who am I? Tell me, who am I? You know everything. Who am I? Apparently, I was the guy that did the 500, but then that wasn't me. Who am I, Ron?
You could try to conflate as much as you want. If you
No,
want
no,
me to tell you,
you accuse me of being
if you want me
everybody.
to tell
Who am I?
you, if
Who
you want
am
me
I,
to tell
Ron?
you, if you want me to tell you who you are, it's simple. You're a disgrace. You're a
Okay.
despicable troll with level 1 abilities. You understand?
All right,
that?
well, guess what?
Level 1
After I
abilities.
hang up, guess what? I still have a life to live, much like Tony, much like Isaiah. You, in the meantime, are going to be watching, taking notes, filing stuff, because you're a loser, bro. You got nothing with your life. You got absolutely nothing. Other than that, Tony, Isaiah, y'all's concept, the GOAT. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it, brothers.
All right, man. Thank you. All right. Ron Arthur came and said his farewells over here.
Yo, shout out to me for not knowing anything about soccer, not knowing anything about even no lie, as excited as I was to get a jersey, I never even looked up what the jerseys look like. And shout out to my intuition for looking at him, how he was showing the jersey and something saying, something just ain't right.
Hold up, rewind.
I knew it.
Well, I mean, you know, that's
I've never even seen the jersey before, and I knew something was up, bro. Something just wasn't feeling right. And bye-bye, look. And yo, listen, on my mama, man, she strike me down dead. I never, from the day that they started this bet, bro, not once did I ever open up a fucking tab and say, I wonder what jersey I'm going to be getting. What are the choices of the jersey that I could possibly get? Never. I don't even know what the jerseys fucking look like. But something just ain't feel right that day, bro. And my intuition was saying, yo, bro, I bet you that's not even the jersey. It's all good, though. He said he sent the jersey, right?
But bro, how you can't send something more than 13 ounces without walking into a physical location? You cannot. Impossible. Impossible.
J Fam told you to check your DM.
Who?
J Fam.
Hmm?
He said check DM. I don't know if he was talking about me or you, but I would think he was talking about you more than likely. I guess it's some update from whatever Arthur just said. But with that
He
being,
probably got the screenshot of Arthur saying something different as usual.
Wait, hold on. What were you saying about you can't drop, you can't do a package other than what, 13 ounces? What, does jersey weigh more than that?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Sure?
Yeah, it's going to be at least a pound is 16 ounces. Yeah, that's actual fact. You can use stamps. You can put as many stamps as you want up until 13 ounces. You don't have to go into the location, none of that fly shit. But more than that, you got to go into a location. Otherwise, they're going to instantly return the sender. You can't send mail without no return address. He's bugging. That's what he came up here and said.
I'm going to let J-Fam decide, bro. This is what I'm going to do, right? There's a package coming to the studio. I open everything on cam. If I open it up on cam and it does not represent what the actual bet was, I'm burning it.
God damn.
No return address. I'm burning it on stream. So if Arthur wants to waste money playing around, I'm just giving the heads up no more. We're not playing around no more. You didn't every time you would play with me and then I would respond, I was sensitive and this and that and the third. And then when I finally go at you, you totally disappear. Call it a detox, call it what you want. What I call it is, bro, we are no longer trolling, playing with each other, nothing. I'm Zaya, you're Arthur, hello. You know, unfortunately, until I get a jersey, don't ever ask me no questions. Zaya, can I ask you this? The answer is going to be no. I don't mind being up on a panel with you. I can be respectful, but I'm not doing the trolling with you. I'm not doing the joking with you. And quite frankly, until I get what's owed to me, which technically I got the money for it. You see, that's what I had to do in order to recoup on what was owed to me. I had to put a bounty on your head, and the bounty got paid. All right. But I still feel like that jersey thing, bro. You still owe that jersey. Okay. If I get the jersey, cool. You know, the questions will open up. That's the only thing that's going to determine anything different, because I can't unban you. You fucked up. You waited until the you waited too long. You trolled too long. You got to know when to stop for a second, let it breathe, and then come back. You didn't do that. I can't bring you back. If the person that bought the bounty wants to say tomorrow, Zaya, let Arthur go, that is the only individual that could do so. Okay? When I get my jersey, then I'll be open to situations like this when I'm on a panel and you got a question, I'll answer your question. If I don't get a jersey, just don't ever ask me nothing. An opinion, don't ask me nothing, don't nothing. You can say hi, I'll say hi, bye. You know, if you say something and I need to
and standing on your stuff, right? Well, the individual that came in here by the name of Arthur, and the individual here eating the chicken wings, Zaya. So Zaya has a stream, of course, that he goes live, and the Arthur guy had promised.
Zaya, you on Twitch, by the way? I don't think Zaya know he on Twitch.
Oh, yeah,
you on Twitch, Zaya.
yeah.
That's cool. I care less. I'm not on this platform. This is all Tony's shit.
Yeah. He was promised a jersey by that individual, and apparently the jersey was never delivered. So the fact that Arthur came up here and was saying like, "Yeah, Tony, you come up here and you won't."
He didn't necessarily promise it directly to me. He made a bet with someone else.
Okay.
He made a bet with someone else. He lost the bet, and pretty much he didn't pay up. But the type of individual he is that if he would have won, he would have laid into JFam. Yo, he got to pay. When's he going to pay? He got to pay immediately. He would have had all this smoke for JFam. No, everybody knows who, at least us on our side. Everybody knows Arthur. Everybody knows how he is. Bruh, had you won, bruh, you wouldn't have left it alone. You would have been in the chat 24/7. You would have been on the stream 24/7, continuing to bring up the jersey.
Yeah, so with that happening, he was then banned from Zaya's chat, Discord, and everything. So
there was a bounty.
My bad, a bounty.
There was a bounty put on his head for the price of the jersey that technically he got out of recouping. He said he got the jersey, but when he was showing the jersey on my stream, bro, the jersey wasn't what he was supposed to buy. So at that moment in time, I said, all right, you know what? Fuck it. I already see the counterfeit behavior. I already see the fucking how he's gonna scam off. That's cool. The bounty on his head will be the bounty of the jersey that's owed to me.
So there, yeah. So
someone paid it. $200, got him the fuck up out of there. That's it. You gone, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
So then he came on earlier, took the link, and Ron came up here to check him on that. And then Zaya took the link, and I just had to follow up with Zaya's thoughts on it because and then that's when he took the link again. He'll more than basically the only way for Arthur to talk to Zaya would be to take my link at this time. Like he can never really talk.
To take the link of me elsewhere, or he can, if he wants to
I would trolling donos.
Hit me in the DM, but just don't even hit me in the DM.
He can basically the only way to talk.
I don't even know what we're going to be able to talk about or nothing.
Yeah, the only way he can talk to Zaya is through donation.
Yeah, through donation or up here.
Yeah,
if it's part of a panel.
Yeah.
If it's part of a panel, we talking about a topic. Yo, I'm down with it. All the extra shit, I'm good.
He said it's my fault, no one else's. He's taking accountability right now.
That's cool.
Yeah, but
you still taking 50 claps, Tony, or what?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't turned them off, so they are still open over here.
Nah, just for the people that's watching to know, what options they have.
Yeah, definitely. 50 claps are still initiated over here for now. But we definitely, are feel free to take, speak your mind at the end of the day. But back to this topic, at least, not too straight, but he issued his apology. We'll have to just kind of wait. I mean, there's nothing really else to even say at this point. Like you said, I kind of want to know more so why he did it, but I don't think we'll ever know. I don't think there's a way to ever know what this all was about. I mean, honestly, he could have just felt bad by what he did.
YouTube's a great place, bro. Somebody will find out. Somebody that don't like him is already digging right now. Why is he giving this apology? Let me look into his wife. Let me look into this. Let me look into that. I'm sure something will drop in the near future, and it'll help the people to speculate. The people that like to speculate, it'll help them. Oh, but look, his wife lost this or that or the third around this time, and it might be linked to the apology. Now, I'm not saying that it's not a genuine apology because, again, I don't know him.
Yeah.
But there's a possibility it could not be genuine.
Yeah, definitely.
Most people. One thing I've realized, bro, in life, bro, one of the hardest things to get anybody to do is to apologize, bro. People don't do that, bro.
Yeah.
All right. People, and let me tell you something. People do. Perfect example. Look at. Well, no, I don't even want to do that. But just an apology, a real apology from someone, bro, that's rare. People don't really do that. A lot of times, people apologize when they're forced to.
Yep. Or they're planning to do something. So
like a John Morant.
Yeah. Or they planning to do.
Issuing an apology, like why? Because your publicist told you had to do it. Because your agent told you had to do it.
Come on.
My nigga, you didn't say, damn, I really fucked up again. Yo, listen, y'all, my fault, bro. What am I doing? Why am I even chilling with these people? No, the agent said, hey, we've got to get. Matter of fact, listen, I'll go on a limb and say he didn't even write the fucking apology.
Come on.
He just read it. Come on. Matter of fact, I don't even think he read it. There's no way where he actually is reading it off.
Yeah.
He didn't even write it on the Instagram, bro.
He don't even got control.
Didn't write it. He just copied and pasted from someone and put it up. People don't apologize, bro. It's like one of the hardest things to get people to do.
See if there's any other content revolved, like not content, but let me see if there's any other videos on this topic.
You know what I was confused on that you were saying? I wasn't getting it because obviously I don't know who this person is, but what is content cop? What is that?
So he used to do these. You know what a perfect example was of what he used to do? And I'm not being funny. Like I don't want to necessarily like point the finger and say it off the rip, but the content cop was pretty much, and I doubt this individual watched it, so that's what I'm saying, but content cop was basically the same exact thing that Damn D was doing to us, but he was doing it to those type of content creators, the exposed videos, roasting, tripping, and that.
He is the content cop.
Yeah, he's the cop.
What he's doing is he's policing content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to watch one?
Years and years ago. Yeah,
similar to a fucking like you said. What's this guy tripping?
Tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a person that's policing content. Meanwhile, like anybody could look at them and say, "But who the fuck are you?"
Yes.
We could actually react to one if the chat wants to look at one. I mean, I don't want to.
I've never seen one. I've never seen any of this guy's stuff.
Yeah.
Or maybe I did see it. I just didn't know the name of the person that was doing it.
He used to go back and forth with like Kingstar and stuff back in the day.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm trying to think of which one would be a good one to watch. Because Rice Gum was a good one.
Rice Gum, bro. Yo, come on.
Yeah, I guess we can look at the Rice Gum content cops. Now he said that he unlisted him. Let me see. I gotta find a link.
He unlisted him, so it would allow you, if you had the link already, to find it. But it won't be just something that's just out there for new people to see.
Yeah, I think I found it though. Hold on.
Let me ask you a question. Is he the same type of content creator as like a Pretty Boy Fredo with the fake shit?
This guy?
Yeah.
Nah. He does.
It's more commentary, or is it?
It's more commentary.
Like fake stunts and shit. Or is
he does commentary, and then he does like trolling. He'll troll people like in real life.
Yeah.
But is it real trolling, or it's like the
Ice Poseidon?
What we do here is.
Yeah. Well, let's fuck it. We can react to one. Chat. We are going to be reacting to a content cop, to Rice Gum, I guess. I like the Tana Moja one because it's kind of funny with the Sager, but should I do that one, Ron, or the Rice Gum?
Yeah. Run it up because we know about it from the IP2 because they I said,
so we might as well
they got that on loop. Got that on loop.
Okay, so like at least Zay can know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. They was pressing Tone IRL. No, they was pressing Tone IRL with that media.
All right. Let's see.
It's the one that be like saying,
yeah.
For like 5 minutes straight, bro.
Okay, so somebody already re-uploaded it too. Let's do it. Okay.
Wait, you said somebody re-uploaded it?
Yeah, but he probably got it on unlisted too, so it is what it is.
Yeah, but that ain't gonna stop somebody from getting clapped.
Well,
He can still clap you. It's still going to show that you're uploading. You can't just re-upload somebody's shit.
Yeah, if he has a publishing agency, yeah.
Man, let that nigga take a strike real quick. Teach him.
Come on, man.
Hold on. No, but I'm saying. First of all, okay, I get what you're saying. Let me see if I can find his unlisted link. That's what I need to find.
Well, what I'm saying is that it may not reach a mass amount of people, but I'm just saying because he puts it on unlisted. That's not your fucking cue as the up and coming content creator that can't think of shit to just re-upload somebody's shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a strike.
Oh, you're talking about him. You're not worried about me, right, Isaiah?
No, you said something. You said something like, somebody already uploaded it, and I'm like, bro, what an idiot.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because he took it down, that's not your fucking cue to upload it.
He didn't take it down. Like, so look, I found the link.
It's unlisted.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That if you upload his shit thinking that he deleted it, bro, you setting yourself for a content strike, bro.
Yeah. So here we go. We're gonna watch the Tana Moja one. We're gonna put it on 1.25.
You're better off reacting to shit instead of just uploading it and putting it up.
Is it 1.25 or 1.5? You think, guys?
1.25. Start it off and then see from there.
All right, let's see. Y'all hear it, right?
Yeah.
All right.
You see, but this is what I was asking y'all. He do film shit.
Yeah, but this is just the beginning of it.
Oh, okay. This is like an intro or something?
Yeah.
Let's go back.
I'm just gonna skip it.
What the fuck? How you get naked?
That's just him,
Come on, bro.
Mojo. Like literally,
wait,
if iDubbbz.
bro. How did he go up the hill with clothes, and then as soon as he got to the top of the hill coming down, he don't got no clothes, bro?
Well, I skipped it, Zay. I skipped that part. Hold on 1 second. Let me move my Twitch.
Oh, you skipped it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just like, this is like this music playing and shit. That's why I was like, let me just.
Nowadays on cruise control, I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. And just like that, I'm on the road. Reese's Puffs.
Yeah.
Mojo.
Well, how did he lose his clothes?
He chased him up the hill and he came down naked, bro. Let him just be naked.
How does that happen?
I don't know, man.
That's white people shit, bro.
Documents should be under a link in the vid.
Motherfuckers don't know how to transition properly.
Link to. Oh, I got it. Oh, okay. Thank you, Bloom. Bloom to death. Thank you. We got it. This the actual one from his channel.
Mojo. Like literally, if iDubbbz broke both of his legs and lost all of his subscribers, I would be genuinely happy. Like he's a terrible person. Like you're white and you just say the N-word.
I tweeted him, and I don't remember exactly what I said. I'm sure you can find it, but it was like, you have 5 million subscribers, you say the N-word in your video. Like that's not cool. Kill.
Okay, so she kind of started it with him, I guess. You see right here? I didn't even remember this part, but she's like on some app saying like, listen what she's saying. I hope.
Like literally, if iDubbbz broke both of his legs and lost all of his subscribers, I would be genuinely happy. Like he's a terrible person. Like you're white and you just say the N-word.
I tweeted him, and I don't remember exactly what I said. I'm sure you can find it, but it was like, you have 5 million subscribers, you say the N-word in your.
So you have 5 million subscribers and you say the N-word. Hold on, by the way, let me make sure that I'm getting my. It seems like I'm losing some of my screen, so let me make sure y'all get the whole thing here.
Pause.
Yeah, pause, but.
Nah, take that whole thing, man.
Pause, man. Come on.
Pause, bro.
Nah, man. Come on.
Cool, we got that. And
what type of content you think he's trying to transition over to? Did he mention that?
No, we don't.
Squirrels.
Yeah, squirrel content.
Wait, I didn't get that. What was the squirrel video? It's just a squirrel running up a tree.
Bro, he's trolling, bro.
I'm saying, bro. You know how YouTube is, man. These motherfuckers out here be watching all this fucking fake, stupid shit. A nigga like me got good conversation, and I can't get nobody to come watch my shit. Fuck is going on?
All right, here we go.
The fuck? Nigga doing fucking videos on trees, and y'all niggas gonna be hitting that like button, loving it, buying all types of squirrel tea merch and all that stupid shit.
All right.
Video, like that's not cool. Kill yourself. And I didn't delete it because that wasn't my feelings, you know, like I don't fuck with him. I can't believe he has 5 million subscribers. I do think that's racist. I know some people may disagree. I deleted it because I don't like saying kill yourself. I guess he never responded. I never saw a response. I never thought anything of it again. Like I don't know, it was just a one-time thing. I didn't fuck with him, I didn't fuck with his videos. But now fast forward to the future. I guess the guy that came to my show trying to get me to say the N-word in my video that I'm crying over, that I was terrified over, literally contemplated like canceling my tour. Now I have to like get all these metal detectors, all these security because I'm fucking terrified. This guy that legitimately terrified me was iDubbbz.
All right.
We're going on a road trip. We're going to see Tana Mongeau at the Tana Mongeau concert in San Francisco. She tweeted some really nice things at me. Road trip! Just a quick little pit stop, just so we're in fighting form when we go visit Tana Mongeau. Road trip! If I could clone Tana Mongeau's, I would have 10,000 Tana Mongeau's. Road trip! Going to the fucking 7th Street, San Francisco. Time to get some Tana Mongeau's.
What we do is go back.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Content Cop. Today's theme on Content Cop is equality. That's right, I've made a lot of videos about dudes with dicks. But this time, I'm gonna make a video about a woman with a vagina. We're talking about Tana Mongeau. She is a storytime YouTuber who speaks from the heart, but also embellishes her stories very heavily. To generalize her channel, I would compare it to the Uber driver kidnapped me meme. In fact, I believe that meme was born from her channel, because her life is fucking crazy. She gets kidnapped, she gets banged, and she fights people. Her life is fucking bananas. Nah, I'm just kidding, it's not bananas. It's actually very mundane. If you boil down any of her videos, you realize, holy shit, I've gotten in arguments before. Someone has lied about me before.
So now that we gotta remember, and this is not to even knock the guy, we just gotta keep it 100, but he was making these videos, and he said he was feeling insecure when he was making these. So look at this guy, and we can't look at him as him feeling confident. Do you feel
What is it that he feels insecure about? That he's calling out the mistakes?
I don't. That part I don't know. We gotta. I mean, the video from earlier, everything he said he was doing wrong. That he's, I guess, doing this. He's being cruel. He's being harassing and everything. So we got
counterfeit behavior. Zay looking for the counterfeit behavior, bro. He looking for it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out because, bro, when I find mistakes in people's content that I'm going at, boy, that should get my dick hard, man.
Let's go.
Had a horrible experience with customer service representatives as well. Now, this is a story all about how Disney star stole my money for cocaine. Now, this is a story all about how Guru Gossip Spy drugged me at Playlist Live. Now, this is a story all about how I was involved in a shooting. For those of you who don't follow the drama, I'll give you a brief rundown of what's happened so far. A couple months ago, Tana Mongeau tweeted at me that she was very unhappy with my use of the N-word. I didn't respond to her tweet. Instead, I did a bit of research and I found out that she used the dreaded N-word in the past. But she didn't use the N-word in the same way that I use it. She used it in a very mean-spirited way.
You know you was with the nigger, right? You fucking nigger! Growing up in Vegas, everybody said those words, and I didn't even know that they were considered racist at all. They were in rap songs, and I totally thought it just meant like homie or like friend.
Cap. There's a difference between. Okay, Zay.
Jesse Taylor vibes.
Let me tell you
Jesse
something,
Taylor
bro.
vibes, man.
Anybody, let's. I hate to do this, bro. I'm gonna. I know I'm gonna.
Well, you're on my channel, so you know, and feel free to.
I'm gonna piss Higgins off right now. Just make sure that you don't direct your hate towards Tony because these are my thoughts.
And don't be like Tony. Take him off, man. He's like. This is a free spirited thing.
If you want to get me off, it's $50. Drop the 50. I'll get the fuck up out of here. I got shit to do anyway.
Damn.
All right. Nonetheless, other than that, let me get my shit off, bruh. Rap and black people as a whole need to take more accountability for the N-word. The usage of it, the pushing of it. You know what I'm saying? It's cool when your fellow black man says it, but it's not cool when the white man says it. You know, I've always said at the end of the day, bro, like, there's not one person right now that's watching you directly that suffered slavery, bro. Okay, you didn't. Your ancestors did, but you didn't. Okay, you live in a free world. As much as you may say that it's not, it's free for you, bro. I know that police watching you and you in the hood and you can't do this and you can't do that. That's cool, bro. But to me, you have the ability to make something happen. You got the ability to shake something. You got the ability to change something in your environment to make it better for yourself. As far as the N-word, bro, like rap music, it's almost like the funnel of funneling that word to other people and then giving them a false impression of what the word is.
Okay, so let me say this, right? Like, I get like some of the parts what you're saying, but the reason why I don't agree with is she's saying the ER, and I can't say that that's the same. Like, there's a clear difference.
It definitely isn't, because every rap song I ever heard, every black man that's ever said it to me, ain't nobody ever said the ER.
Yeah, and she
Everybody
was saying
knows the A at the end. So if she's saying the ER, then there's a problem there.
Yeah, that's and let's. I hate.
She does a very
I hate the
word in the same way that I use it. She used it in a very mean-spirited way.
You know you're with the nigger, right? You fucking nigger. Growing up in Vegas,
So that is not saying it. Growing up in Vegas, listening to rap and all that. And
Come on,
what
man.
I will say is,
well, rap music still plays a part, bro.
Yeah, but she didn't learn the ER from rap music, as I'm saying. I don't feel like she learned it from
it's the same word. The only difference is a letter at the end. It's still the same word. The promotion of the word and the usage of the word, that needs to stop from the source. That needs to stop.
Well, the source is the white man, though. The source is the way I stand is that the Dutch people, it went from Negro to nigger with the Dutch people.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody can Google that. Okay. I feel like the white man owns it. They should be allowed to use it however they want. It's a word. It just means Negro in Dutch. That's all it means. Right. But I understand the trauma that came with it.
Is that the ER though? Is that the ER version?
Yeah. ER comes from Negro in Dutch.
So
ER.
it really just means black.
It means yes. It's a color identifier. It's like a.
Meanwhile, you got people that crash out. People crash out for that word right there.
Yeah, just like how Moor. Some people say that MOOR means black, right? Same thing, but they won't crash out for Moor, but they'll crash out for nigger.
So the thing is though is that back in 2006, 7, 8, 9. I'm not gonna lie to you. In Atlanta, there was certain white boys that got the pass to say nigga. Like people can fast forward now and be like, man, ain't nobody. But bro, there was people doing it, bro. That's
I'm
why.
Sure 1090 Jake. Look at 1090 Jake. I'm sure
there was tons of.
The problem with that pass is that it's not a universal pass, bro. You're really just setting up your homie for failure because you're letting him say nigga around you, but he ain't gonna be when he leave the nigga.
Nah, I definitely agree.
And by that time, he's already used to addressing, yo, what up, my nigga? Bang, he goes out of town and he says that to somebody, then he gets fucking punched or assaulted or something like that, and it's technically your fault as his black friend because you got him used to saying that.
And Quint said, I think no one should say it. Problem solved. And I mean,
exactly. No one really should say it.
I don't even say it no more unless I'm like getting heated. You know, I don't just say it like as much. The YouTube chat just kind of like stalled out, bro. Is anybody in the? I mean, we got people in the building.
I'm watching the YouTube chat and I'm just like, damn, bro. The YouTube chat fucking sucks.
They just sitting back and
they probably just entertain people.
I mean, they definitely are, but I need them to talk. I need them to like, say.
I get you, bro. Zay went through the same thing the other day, bro.
They definitely are. No, people are sit back and relax and enjoying the show, but I just need the interaction.
Conversation.
Yes.
We just saying, listen, bro. You know me. I'm a YouTube higger. Tony, the only one, at least that I know that be on that Twitch shit, bro. Let's hold it down for the YouTube side, bro.
Yeah, I got Twitch over here, but Marty, I don't feel like though the two things that were said and then what she's about to say right now, they don't match up. Is what I'm saying.
Is she using it in a way of an op? Like, is she technically talking about somebody that's her opposition?
Well, she said you stupid, and then she's like, she's insulting that individual.
In rap songs, don't they say I'm a killer stupid all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
it's dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but do you feel like her state?
You got Kwame Brown calling ears a fucking dirty nigga, man.
There you go.
You think he referring to ears as a homie? No.
Well, my main point,
he sound like the what do you call that slave that's cool with the white with the family? A house slave.
Yeah.
Kwame sound like a house slave right now.
So let me ask. So like my main point though, look.
Everybody said spirited way.
You know you're with the nigger, right?
I want to keep playing it over and over.
Growing up in Vegas, everybody said those words, and I didn't even know that they were considered racist at all.
I didn't know they were considered racist at all in Vegas.
In rap songs, and I totally thought it just meant like homie or like friend.
She does a very.
So do you feel like can you take that Zay and like, oh, she's right?
Right. It's the same thing as children, bro. if you let a child get away with something that you know that they're not supposed to get away with, look, perfect example.
Damn, bro.
Dom, right? There's sometimes I let Dom get away with stuff, little stuff here and there, you know? And Dom always follows up by doing something a little more extreme than what I let him get away with. And then I got to be like, yo, bro, chill. Because I let you get away with a little bit just on some joking shit. And now look. So, you know, I'll be honest. There'll be times that he'll say, yo, you know, I was in school and some kid said, you know, the F word and this, that, and the third. And I'll say, well, what F word? What are you talking about? And he'll get all like smiling, but like, but come on, bro. And I'd be like, bro, just say it, man. You with me, bro. Like, you ain't going to get in trouble. Just say it. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. Say it. Go ahead. Say it. And then he'll go ahead and say it. And then we'll joke about it and then cool. And then.
Ooh, that pussy popping on a handstand.
Oh, gosh. Let's be honest, Zay, you think your dick is bigger than Tony's? No homo.
No, my dick is definitely smaller than Tony's. He's black. I'm not black, bro.
Oh my god.
Pause, man.
Okay,
I'm
hold
saying,
on.
bro, black people naturally have a little extra in their dick.
Tony,
plus,
my
you know what I realized the other day?
Here
It
we
took me
go.
all
He's not
these years
black.
to know. Well, I don't. It's too much information. I don't want to put that information out. All right.
Tony
But-
D's not black, bro. He's as black as you are, bro.
He half black.
And you like what? 40% black, bro. Come on.
I'm not even 40% black, bro.
Come on, man. It's on your
You know?
mom's side and your pop's side, bro. Okay.
Tony
It's
got
there.
seasoned with black seasoning. Me, bro, you know, like I'm a adobo higger, bro.
Tony got the lemon pepper. Tony got the lemon pepper, bro.
Maybe down the line there's black in me somewhere, but
It's time for you to
Tony
do
got
20
way more black than me, bro.
We need to get Zay a 23andMe, bro, so you can figure out what he
Facts.
is, bro.
Listen,
Now,
listen,
go ahead.
just like I said, bro, the story with Dom, right? This is a true story. And this happened exactly how I said it. That he came home from school. He said that some kid said a curse word. I told him, tell me what the curse word is. No, but this, are you going to tell my mom? I said, bruh, come on, just say what he said. It was fuck. He said it. And I was like, oh, okay. But I could see the excitement in him saying the fuck. All right, cool. Bruh, literally by the very next day, and I believe that this actually exists in whatever NBA 2K game is out. There's a bunch of characters that are named Dick. Have you guys heard of this?
Nah.
Okay. There's something in the NBA 2K or whatever NBA game that he has where the players are named Dick, but they're not real players. So now he's going around, oh, yo, you know, I just drafted Dick to my team.
Oh.
He's looking around as he's saying it, and I'm like, bro, I already see what you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but it's real. It's real. I know. Listen, even if it's a real player in the game, you're emphasizing the dick part. I'm saying, but you let me say fuck yesterday. And I'm like, you see, this is what I'm talking about. I let you get away with a little bit, and it led you to worser behavior. So she's hearing nigga, nigga, nigga. Eventually, she's going to let it fly, nigger.
Okay.
It's still coming from that. It's still coming from that direction. Rap music, black friends that are giving you the pass. Oh, I'm just going to give you the pass because you're my friend. All right. Well, is your friend going to be able to call you when she's getting jumped in a whole nother state for saying it? No.
So then my next question, Jose, the same thing she's saying, you have kind of said coming from New York. You didn't know it was a racial term, but you are not saying the ER, Jose. So what? Why? How did she make how did she make the transition though? You stood on nigga. How did she switch the ER is what I'm saying. She switched the ER. She's not saying nigga. She's saying the ER. How did she do the switch?
Well,
But
if you
did?
notice, she's using ER in moments of anger.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it still starts with nigga, right? When I was growing up in New York, when I got angry, it just never led to me calling somebody the N-word ER. Never. No matter even if the person that I was angry with was black. That's where that wasn't happening. And bro, there was an assortment of different nationalities that we hung out with. It's not like I only hung out with Spanish no, bro. The little squad was versatile, bro. Spanish, Indian, black, white.
That's that queen stuff, bro.
That's the queen shit,
Asian.
bro. I ain't grow up with none of that racist stuff, none of that. Did I know what racism was? Of course. I knew what it was, but I just wasn't experiencing that. Okay? I don't think I've ever used the ER up until I got to YouTube. And whenever I use it, it's for the sake of making a point.
So
it's not because I'm trying to hurt someone's feelings or someone like that.
So from her, but that little statement she said in the car, then do you believe that? Do you take that one for her? Like, okay, I understand where you're coming from.
I believe what she says, that she grew up in Vegas and people are saying nigga around her, and you know she thought it was homie.
Okay.
But when it turns to anger and she wants to offend, she knows that the ER is what's gonna hit.
But she did say though that she didn't even know that meant that. So
yeah, she's saying that. She's saying is she's
Important.
unconscious
They were
of it,
considered
but
fucking
she's still
niggers.
using it a certain
Growing
way.
up in Vegas, everybody said those words, and
growing up in Vegas, everyone said those words, not the ER ones.
Well, yeah, and growing up in Vegas, nobody ever said "What's up, my nigger." No one ever said that to her.
Yeah,
and no one ever even gave her the pass to say that.
Yeah.
If a black homie gives you the pass, bro, he giving you a pass on the A at the end. He
yeah.
never, there ain't not one black homie that's saying, you know what, man, you my homie, man, you go ahead and use that ER. No, there's not one black man ever to do that ever in life.
I didn't even know that they were considered
I
racist.
feel like she capping.
And no,
She capping.
okay, that's what I want you to say, Zed. That part's cap. Okay, that's
And all they were in rap songs,
That's all
and I
I
totally
wanted.
thought it just meant like homie or like friend.
She does. So that the second part, homie friend, okay, whatever. I don't necessarily believe it, but
Homie friend was the A at the end.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Does a very poor job of trying to explain it away. She's saying, I was 13 or 14. I didn't understand the use of the word. I always thought it meant friend or homie, despite my use of it being, you know you a stupid nigger, right? No one says friend or homie in that way, Tana. Also, you can't plead ignorance because every high school student in America has learned about slavery. I don't know what you're fucking on about.
But it's hard to be filled with regret because I was just ignorant and uninformed. My parents never said anything. No one ever told me. Until like 4 years later when people were like, hey, these are racist. And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, it's in every rap song. Like, Mac Miller says that he's white. Like, what's...
Well, they never say it with a hard R.
Does Mac Miller ever said the N-word? Can someone fact check that?
Nigga, I'm pretty sure.
Mac Miller? I don't think Mac Miller has ever said the N-word, bro. Let me check this, bro.
Come on, man. You never know.
No,
man.
no,
Listen, man.
in rap songs. Hold on.
I don't put nothing past
as
nobody.
Mac,
man.
no, in rap
He had a
songs.
lot of mixtapes.
As
man.
Mac
He had a
Miller
lot of mixtapes.
said
He was on
the
mixtapes, man.
N-word. And Quint,
Listen,
I
bro.
mean, I understand it's kind of a lot for the Twitch platform. We are speaking from
educational
standpoints. We're not here intimidated. We're speaking from that. I don't think that Mac Miller has ever said the N-word. Oh, maybe not. I see right here. It's no secret that rapper Mac Miller has recently came under fire for using the N-word in the song. The lyrics
Bingo.
of the track. But this was done April 2023. So watching movies is the name of the song. I don't know, but okay. We'll check more on that later.
Rap songs.
Fucking nigger.
Obviously, her explanations are dog shit. None of it adds up. So what I decided to do was take this word that she's so fucking passionate about, that she tweets at me, kill yourself, and that she'll vilify me on her live streams about, and I decided to take it to her front door and see how she'd react if I simply asked her to say the dreaded N-word.
I may finally have found a place where I can be home.
N-word. 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 N-word.
What else can be said about this topic that hasn't been said already? Not much. Pretty much everyone said it already. But here's some clips of Tana saying that context isn't important.
Okay, but when you're reading it, even if you're just saying it, even if you're reading something that somebody else says, you're saying, I'm a white person and I think it's okay to say that word.
It doesn't matter the context that you say it in. It's still racist.
It doesn't matter the context you say it in, it's still racist. Listen up, teachers of America. If you've ever read aloud Huckleberry Finn to your students, you've engaged in an act of racism.
The supporters call themselves N-word faggots. Like, that's what they call each other. Faggots.
Oh, God.
Oh, Tana, you're gonna drop the F-bomb like that? Listen, Tana, it doesn't matter the context you use it in. It's still homophobic. Obviously, that's just a bit of hyperbole on my part, but I think it illustrates the point quite well that we are very fucking stupid to hold the word nigger at this colossally high standard, whereas every other slur, that can be used in a comedic sense or an editorial sense, but not this one, because that one has history. Well, guess what, fucking retards? All the other ones have history, too. Zipperhead? Yeah. Asian people didn't get their fucking heads ran over in World War II. They weren't thrown into internment camps.
Hold on.
But
What's a Zipperhead?
Relax. Hold on. Yeah. Let me.
Are you getting monetized from this video?
Tony D channel gone after this video.
Relax, bro.
This channel gone.
Yeah.
Everybody, there will be no cancellations on the membership.
Hit him with the no cancellations, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tony about to shut it down. But any minute now, he about to say dinner is done. Peace.
Well, Nicole just text me.
Here we go. As soon as it gets hot, bro. As soon as it gets hot, as soon as it starts heating up, Nicole's texting. Come on, bro.
Yo.
He really texting Nicole like, "Hey, in 5 minutes, yell out."
Yeah. Well, Zaya, man, how about I hand this one over to
Here
you, bro?
we go.
I'm just saying, bro.
Man, Hollywood at its finest, boy.
I'm gonna hand this one over to
This shit crazy.
Yo.
Crazy.
I gotta hand this one over to you for the sake of
Listen. I'm good. I want to at least.
You ratchet, Tony.
I want to leave this final thought, bro.
Do you want me to play the say, or you've seen it already, right? When he pulled up on her?
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see when he pulled up on her?
No. Fast forward to that. Let's at least see that before you do.
All right.
I will say this though, and this definitely is gonna be like a final thought of mine, bro. That word definitely has way more like
We're going on.
have background and meaning, but that word, bro, that word, people hold that word like in such a high level versus every other one. And the thing is that I don't get it, bro. I don't get where the usage of nigga with the A even came from. If the one with the ER is so extreme.
Came with hip hop. Hip hop, they switched it to mean something positive. That was back in like the 80s and 70s and shit.
So that's what I'm saying. Listen, if it was switched to mean something positive, then everybody should fall in line and say, you know what, that's the positive version. The negative version is the ER.
Yeah, I agree.
He's at a concert for the chick? You're muted.
Yeah, so this is like her meet and greet concert, like meet up and all that.
Boy,
meet and greet?
Boy, listen, he had to pay some bucks, bro, because the meet and greet is always way more expensive.
Cherry on top, so a little whipped cream fluff frosting.
Let's go ahead and take pictures. This camera's in the future.
Say nigger.
Fucking nigger.
You know you're stupid nigger, right?
Whoa! Hold on. Stop. So
ultimate troll, bro.
First and foremost, okay, you telling me that you didn't remember this nigga after talking shit about him?
She saw that. She saw it.
I don't give a fuck how famous you are, bro. If you talk shit about somebody, bro, you should at least possibly remember the face. Yeah. He doesn't look any different than when he's on video, except for that hat.
She saw it right here and said, "Slay
Look
me."
at him.
Fluff frosting.
Let's go ahead and take pictures. This camera's in the future.
I think this is what he's apologizing for.
She said, "Are you serious?" So she knew something was.
She knew that was him. What's going on, Kobe? She knew that was him.
Yeah.
She knew it was him.
She knew it was him.
Yeah, she said, "Slay me," like, oh my god, but she's trying to play it off, you know, because it's uncomfortable.
What does that mean? Slay me. What
I guess, like, you know, like kind of like girls.
Look it up, man. Google's your
it's kind of like girls saying, like, you know, like, let's get this picture. Let's because he had the t-shirt.
Yeah, slay me doesn't mean that she knows that he's walking up.
No, it's like excitement, like, let's get it, girl, like that. Like, I don't know, but
come on, Tony.
But no,
do that again. Do
nah,
what?
Nah,
like,
but
what?
hold on. But she gonna say what's she gonna, bruh? She gonna say, you like when a girl say they slay, that means like they got all their like makeup done or something like that. So, but look,
yeah, but that I still don't think that she knows it's him.
Well, she's gonna say, "What's up? What's going on?" I think she knows.
Anybody though? No, Brad. Let me tell you something. As much if she talked shit for real on this guy directly, she would have said no pictures.
I don't know.
She got the sweater on though. The sweater.
Her.
He got the sweater in the past on. She know he dropped a few hundred. You feel me? She know.
All right.
So you know.
Hit it one more time, bro.
Say nigger.
Fucking nigger.
Wow.
You know you're stupid nigger, right?
Tanner, where are you going? She ran off. I don't know what the deal is. Why is she running off?
Yo, you gotta go. You gotta go.
You didn't kick plane. I just wanted a picture. I'm VIP though.
No, like, get out.
I'm VIP.
Fuck you, VIP.
You're breaking my heart. I just wanted to see Tana. I just wanted to sign my pink Tana shirt. Fuck.
Bro, I'm asking for a refund immediately, bro.
So yeah, man.
So, yo, you know what's funny? It's always funny to hear where a clip comes from.
Yeah,
I've heard that clip
Right?
so many
It
times,
is,
I've
yeah, the
never even known where
original.
that came from.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
now
crazy.
now you
fire.
know, man. Salute Zaya coming through, Ron. I'm about to go eat. Zaya, I mean, you know, it's content, man. If you want to dive deeper into it, I mean, it's up to you, man.
Bro, I already got a fucking reputation for race baiting, all right? I'll let my shit come naturally.
I got you. Salutes to everybody. I definitely think this will not. I don't know how long. I mean, the original video's up with millions of views, so I don't see why my shit should be any different. You feel me? We're over here.
But Tony, you didn't say it. Do you think he's displaying counterfeit behavior, or you think he's being genuine?
I'm all for changing and growing, but I feel like when I was watching it, a lot of people in the chat was saying too, it almost like a gun was pointed at his head. So it didn't feel comfortable. We'll have to wait and see what unfolds. I'm not jumping straight to like accepting it. You feel me? That's me. I think there's some cap in it, but I'm not gonna jump and like continue bashing like he's lying, because you gotta let someone do that, and then you gotta let them hang themselves. You know. And this is the first time I've ever seen him do this type of an apology. So it's not like he's apologized before and then got caught and then over and over. You feel me? So I got
Tony, can I ask you a question real quick? As far as that, you've watched obviously several videos from him.
Yeah.
You say?
Yes.
Okay. Is that the most extreme?
No. He's definitely called like names for Rice Gum, and I mean it's definitely one of the. So let's look. The Content Cop. I'm looking at the Content Cop, right? That one is the most viewed one. The next one is 33 million, and then Rice Gum. I don't know where the Rice Gum. I think the Rice Gum was not even up. I think Rice Gum got his shit clapped. I think Rice Gum clapped his video. iDubbbz.
Save the links. Store the link. Bro.
They're on YouTube though. Another thing is, Rice Gum went at this guy by the name of Jinx, who's actually CJ So Cool's brother, I believe. Too, like it's some old shit, bro. So it's like,
I think I would have been better off being born as a woman or as a white man.
Oh God! All right, man. We'll let you say that.
Bro. Like, let's be for real, bro. He getting millions of views off one version of a word. Meanwhile, Shorty was the one that was talking shit to him.
I mean, she definitely did start it.
How you talking shit to me, and then when I do research on you, you do the same shit that I do, and now you're outraged because I saying there like the fuck?
Yeah,
that's contradicting like a motherfucker. Sound like some Arthur shit, bro.
Well, all right, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Salutes. Yeah, man. We'll be back sooner than later. I appreciate y'all, man. Salutes, Zaya.
Salute.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Salute, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to Twitch.
Right.
Tony D, man. Tighten up, man.
Got you.
Tighten up, man.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, Ron. I got to end this quick because I don't know what's going on with Twitch. This video will not be on Twitch. I'll be going live more than likely probably later on the night over here.